Picture yourself as a calm oasis amidst the chaos of modern life, where no external storm can disturb your peace. That's the strength of cultivating resilience, achieving emotional fortitude against the unpredictable. In this video, inspired by 10 core principles of Stoicism, we'll show you how to build an unwavering mindset so nothing can shake your inner peace. Why distinguish between our thoughts and uncontrollable events? As Epictetus wisely noted, some things are up to us, and some things are not. Inner calm stems from focusing on what we can control through wisdom and willpower. Join us today as we explore 10 Stoic principles to stay unaffected. Let Epictetus's wisdom guide you to a new path, where you unlock the key to inner peace regardless of external chaos. But before we dive in, I have a challenge for you. Stay with us until the end and don't miss any crucial principle. Just one of these 10 could transform your life. Number 1. Firm purpose. Life is not always a smooth sail, and as Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, asserted, difficulties show a person's character, and the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. In other words, a storm in life is not a calamity, but an opportunity to reveal and fortify your character. This profound insight resonates with men who aspire to live resilient lives, facing challenges with a firm purpose. A firm purpose is a powerful driving force, not something you stumble upon accidentally, but rather something crafted with intention and clarity. It begins with deep introspection on what truly matters to you. This could be career goals, personal achievements, or the principles and values you want to uphold. With this clear understanding, life's colossal challenges can transform into manageable steps, shrinking the world around you. The inner strength derived from a firm purpose becomes your guiding light and solid anchor, much like a beacon in the night. When life becomes turbulent, a firm purpose acts as a lifebuoy, preventing you from drowning in a sea of emotions and difficulties. In the modern world, where distractions and uncertainties abound, having a clear purpose is crucial. It's the difference between drifting aimlessly and navigating with direction. Epictetus's wisdom is not mere philosophy, it's a call to action. Achieving a firm purpose requires diligence and perseverance, qualities that are essential for men who wish to build mental fortitude. As Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This underscores the importance of stepping up to challenges with a steadfast commitment to your goals. This perseverance, combined with a clear purpose, forges an unbreakable spirit, capable of withstanding any storm. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing environment, men face unique challenges that test their resilience daily. A firm purpose is not just advice, it is the key to unlocking unparalleled mental strength. Stoic philosophy, rooted in the power of will and firm purpose, teaches that nothing is impossible when you are guided by a clear, unwavering objective. With this mindset, you can face any adversity, knowing that challenges are merely opportunities for growth and glory. In conclusion, embracing a firm purpose is more than a philosophical ideal. It's a practical strategy for thriving in modern life. When you dedicate yourself to a purpose that aligns with your core values, you develop a resilient spirit that cannot be shaken by life's storms. As Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. With a firm purpose, you become the pilot of your own life, navigating through storms with unwavering resolve and courage. Number 2. Would you hand over your mind to a stranger? Think about it, you'd never dream of letting a complete stranger have control over your body, right? So why are we often so quick to let our thoughts be hijacked by stray ideas and deceitful words? When we allow ourselves to be influenced by the opinions of others, we're essentially handing the keys to our happiness and peace over to strangers. Mind control isn't merely a skill, it's an art. When someone offends us, it's natural to feel hurt or to want to retaliate. But Stoicism teaches us that our emotions stem from our thoughts and perspectives. This means that we hold the power to choose how we respond to any situation. Rather than letting offense overwhelm us, why not see it as an opportunity to strengthen our patience and self-awareness? By cultivating discipline and self-control, you can start with daily habits. Set small goals and achieve them consistently to build self-confidence. Focus on living in the present and deepening your understanding of your emotions. As you begin to realize that you have the power to choose how to react, you'll gradually become resilient to challenges and less swayed by negative emotions. Consider a modern baker who focuses daily on honing their skills, ignoring both excessive criticism and praise. This baker doesn't let external opinions affect their work process or spirit. With patience and control, the baker not only improves their baking skills but also achieves true freedom and inner peace, gracefully overcoming criticism. Stoic philosophy isn't just an ancient discipline, it's a powerful tool for facing and overcoming daily challenges. By learning to control our minds and handle our emotions maturely, we can find peace and freedom in an uncertain world. We can't avoid becoming subjects of gossip and judgment, but have you ever considered whether the weight of malicious words truly defines you, or if it's your resilience and inner peace that shape who you are? How do you usually react when someone says something hurtful to you? Do you let their words define your day, or do you step back and regain your inner peace? Taking a moment to relax and reflect can be the first step towards mastering this art. Join us in exploring the next Stoic principle, where we'll delve deeper into how to confront negative words and learn the invaluable lesson of soul freedom, unshackled by the opinions of others. By embracing these principles, you can learn to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, finding true peace in the process. Number 3. If someone speaks ill of you. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This timeless wisdom is crucial when someone speaks ill of you, and it's the essence of Stoicism. In today's world, it's essential to understand that people have unique perspectives and values that might not always align with your expectations. In this context, the Stoic principle aligns with Christ's teaching to love your enemies. You are encouraged to be patient and open-minded, especially towards those who oppose your viewpoint. How do you respond when others speak ill of you? To remain unaffected by others' words, it's important to deeply understand yourself. This includes clarity about your motivations and reasons for your actions, alongside a strong belief in your values and principles. When you are confident in your chosen path and understand why you've chosen it, negative comments lose their impact. How confident are you in your own choices and principles? Facing insults or disagreements with resilience involves cultivating patience and gentleness. Patience allows you to stay calm and avoid rash or negative reactions, while gentleness helps maintain good relationships even amidst disagreement. Saints and ascetics often faced harm and insults with patience and kindness, staying true to their path. When you focus on personal growth and resilience, you not only enhance your own life, but also inspire those around you. What steps can you take to develop more patience and gentleness in your interactions? Remember, true power lies not in controlling what others think or say, but in controlling how their words affect you. By concentrating on personal growth and resilience in challenging situations, you can improve your life and inspire others. As Seneca wisely stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Reflect on how you can apply this insight to handle negative words from others. If you've watched this far, you're embodying the Stoic spirit of resilience. Leave a comment saying, "I am unshakable," to show your commitment to these timeless principles. Stay tuned, because the journey to inner peace is just beginning. Number 4. Insult and offense. Epictetus, in his clear and insightful wisdom, said, "What really frightens and dismays us is not external events themselves, but the way in which we think about them." This highlights the reality that when someone offends us, it's not their words that harm us, but rather our own interpretation and reaction that shape their impact on our inner selves. Imagine you're in a meeting where you voice an opinion, and a colleague disagrees strongly. Instead of reacting emotionally, you pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, could this be an opportunity to see things from a different perspective? By doing so, you not only maintain your composure but also expand your outlook. Or consider another scenario where a close friend criticizes a personal decision you've made. Instead of feeling hurt, you reflect on the criticism, recognizing that although their delivery might be flawed, their intention could be to encourage you to reconsider your choices. This is a shining example of finding light in the darkness, a skill that Stoicism encourages. Through this lesson, we learn not just to endure offenses or hurts, but to transform them into opportunities for personal growth. The choice lies in how we confront them. Stoicism teaches that strength doesn't come from avoiding difficulties, but from embracing and overcoming them. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In every challenge lies the chance to become stronger and more resilient. We often face challenges that provoke fear and shame, but the real question is how we overcome them and prevent them from defining our self-worth. Epictetus explored this deeply, emphasizing that at the root of every fear and shame is not the external circumstance but our response to it. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to maintain composure and find growth opportunities amidst adversity is invaluable. This Stoic wisdom is not just about enduring life's ebbs and flows, but about leveraging them for personal development. The next time you face criticism or opposition, remember the words of Epictetus and Aurelius, and see these challenges as opportunities to grow. By doing so, you align with the Stoic principle that what matters is not what happens, but how we react to it, and this mindset can transform your life. Number 5. Fear and dishonor. Have you ever felt ensnared in the glass cage of fear and shame? There are moments when we do things we'd rather not, all for a fleeting moment of acceptance or a superficial like on social media. Epictetus, with his enduring wisdom, highlighted a simple yet profound truth. We are the ones who give meaning to every event, creating fear and shame within our souls. Rather than denying our emotions, Stoicism invites us to face them with courage and self-control. Breaking free from fear and shame means no longer being bound by the judgment and opinions of others. It's a journey of rediscovering the intrinsic value of life in every breath and decision we make. Epictetus teaches us that the key to happiness lies not in external circumstances, but within the depths of our own souls. When we place our self-worth on things beyond our control, we invite fear and shame into our lives. But when we focus on self-improvement, wisdom, and spiritual freedom, we unlock unparalleled peace and strength. Fear and dishonor, in Epictetus's Stoic philosophy, is more than a lesson on facing challenges. It's a powerful reminder to live a meaningful life, where fear and shame no longer obstruct our path to happiness and freedom. By daring to confront and overcome these barriers, we not only free ourselves, but also inspire those around us. This brings to mind a modern-day story. Picture a young professional named Alex who felt trapped in a demanding job, constantly seeking approval from his boss and peers. He lived in fear of being judged or failing to meet expectations. Inspired by Stoicism, Alex began focusing on what he could control, his own efforts and reactions. He learned to detach his self-worth from external validation and found peace in his personal growth. In the end, Alex didn't just survive his challenges, he thrived, using them as stepping stones to build a more fulfilling life. As we delve into principle number 6, we'll explore how Stoicism encourages us not only to face, but also to embrace challenges on our path to self-development. How can we use difficulties as a springboard to become the best version of ourselves? In conclusion, remember that fear and shame are often self-created obstacles. By focusing on what we can control, embracing our emotions with courage, and continuously seeking self-improvement, we can navigate life's challenges with resilience and inspire those around us. What challenges are you ready to face with a Stoic mindset? Number 6. Anticipating obstacles. Imagine you're embarking on a journey where obstacles are just milestones that test your resolve rather than hindrances that halt your progress. The Stoic principle of anticipating obstacles, as illuminated by Epictetus, encourages you to adopt a proactive approach to life's challenges. He advocated envisioning potential difficulties to prepare yourself mentally to face them with composure and thoughtful deliberation. This is not an invitation to pessimism. It's a strategy to bolster your resolve and arm your mind with the necessary tools for any situation. Picture a dedicated marathon runner preparing for an upcoming race. With the wisdom of this Stoic principle, she anticipates possible challenges, adverse weather, injuries, or unexpected personal commitments that could disrupt her training. Rather than dreading these possibilities, she adjusts her schedule, prepares for different weather scenarios, and plans time for rest and recovery. On race day, if a sudden downpour occurs, she stays calm, as she's mentally and physically prepared for such a scenario. The potential obstacle becomes a testament to her resilience and determination, transforming a potential setback into a triumph of preparation. By anticipating obstacles, you foster harmony between your emotions and logic, enabling you to approach life's uncertainties with balance. Emotionally, this practice builds readiness and confidence. Logically, it enhances your problem-solving skills by encouraging you to think ahead and plan for the future. This balance is a hallmark of Stoicism, allowing you to face life's ups and downs with a serene heart and a clear mind. How might your life change if you started anticipating potential obstacles with this kind of balance? Epictetus once said, "Don't consent to be hurt, and you won't be hurt." This philosophy highlights the control you have over your reactions. True power, he taught, lies in how you choose to respond to any situation. This perspective opens a path to liberation, reshaping how you view and confront challenges and suffering in life. Consider this. What if you viewed every setback not as a roadblock, but as a lesson in resilience? The Stoic principle of anticipating obstacles is not about worrying excessively about what could go wrong, but about preparing thoughtfully for potential challenges, so you're not caught off guard. It's about developing mental fortitude and readiness, enhancing your ability to stay calm and focused in the face of adversity. Epictetus's teachings offer a roadmap to building inner strength. By envisioning obstacles, you mentally rehearse how you might deal with them, building a reservoir of courage and determination. This preparation doesn't mean you'll never face hardships, but it equips you to handle them with grace and clarity when they arise. What steps can you take today to start envisioning and preparing for potential obstacles in your life? In embracing this Stoic approach, you align your emotional and logical selves, creating a balanced perspective that empowers you to handle whatever life throws your way. This harmony is essential for navigating life's uncertainties. By adopting a proactive stance, you cultivate a mindset of resilience and adaptability, traits that are invaluable in our fast-paced, unpredictable world. Anticipating obstacles becomes a form of mental training, akin to a mental gym where you build emotional strength and cognitive flexibility. Just as a runner trains for a marathon by imagining the challenges she might face, you can prepare for life's hurdles by visualizing them and planning your responses. How might you approach the next challenge differently if you viewed it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat? This Stoic principle invites you to shift your perspective from reactive to proactive, from fear to confidence, and from avoidance to readiness. By doing so, you create a mindset that not only endures adversity, but thrives in it, finding strength in the face of uncertainty and peace in the midst of chaos. What Stoic principle resonates most with you, and how have you applied it in your life? Please share your thoughts with us by leaving a comment on the number of principles. Number 7. No one can hurt you. Your best friend criticizes you harshly. The sting of betrayal can be intense, but what if you had the power to control how it affects you? This is where Stoicism offers its wisdom. Epictetus, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, reminds us that it's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that matters. Let's delve into 3 key principles that can help you master your emotions and reactions, even when faced with hurtful criticism. First, you have the freedom to choose your response. When faced with criticism or hurt, remember that your reaction is within your control. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but rather acknowledging them and managing them consciously. As Marcus Aurelius, another revered Stoic, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By recognizing this, you can steer your responses towards positivity and growth. Second, seek inner strength. True confidence and peace come not from avoiding pain, but from knowing you can handle anything that comes your way. This inner fortitude is often linked with faith and self-belief. In Christianity, such strength is often nurtured through prayer and faith, which aligns well with the Stoic emphasis on resilience. As Seneca stated, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Through embracing challenges, you cultivate a stronger, more resilient self. Third, embrace forgiveness. Jesus taught us the power of forgiveness, and it's a powerful lesson for achieving inner peace. Forgiveness doesn't just benefit others, it also lightens your own emotional load. In practicing forgiveness, you open the door to reconciliation and love, aligning with Epictetus's advice that whoever is free of resentment feels no harms. Forgiveness thus becomes a pathway to freedom and serenity. By applying these principles to all aspects of life, not just difficult situations, you can achieve true freedom and inner peace. The key lies in embracing your ability to control your reactions, finding strength within, and practicing forgiveness. These timeless lessons are not only a guide to facing criticism, but also a blueprint for navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. In today's fast-paced world, where stress and conflict are common, these principles offer a beacon of calm and strength. The choice is yours. Will you let the actions of others dictate your happiness? Or will you take control and cultivate a resilient, peaceful mind? Number 8. Repressing your actions. In the teachings of Epictetus, exercising self-restraint isn't just a form of independence, it's a key to inner peace and spiritual resilience. This doesn't mean avoiding all actions or reactions, but rather making choices based on reason rather than impulsive emotions. Consider a scenario where you're in a pivotal meeting and a colleague suddenly opposes your ideas, even attacking you personally. Your first reaction might be anger, disappointment, or a strong urge to strike back. But Epictetus advises using this moment to practice self-restraint. Instead of letting your emotions take control, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that anger or aggressive retaliation won't solve anything. Instead, rationally and objectively assess the critique, then respond constructively, showing respect and opening up a dialogue instead of creating conflict. Self-restraint in action and speech helps us avoid regrettable outcomes and demonstrates maturity and wisdom. In today's world, where swift aggressive reactions are often seen as signs of strength, Epictetus's lesson is clear. Real strength lies in self-control, no matter the situation. Applying this lesson involves several steps. The first is recognizing your emotions. When you feel a surge of emotion, acknowledge it without immediately reacting. Next, pause before acting. Take a moment to reflect before doing or saying anything. Then, question yourself. Is your action or speech reasonable? Will it lead to positive results? Finally, act mindfully. Choose actions that show a deep understanding of the situation, not just an immediate reaction. Through self-restraint, we can control our emotions and face challenges with calm and effectiveness, leading to a better life and a stronger, more resilient self in the face of life's storms. Let's look at a modern example. Suppose you're dealing with a difficult customer at work who starts shouting. Your natural reaction might be to argue back or to let your emotions flare up. But what if, instead, you took a moment to understand their frustration and responded calmly, finding a solution that diffuses the situation? This not only resolves the issue but leaves you feeling proud of your response. What about you? Are you prepared to practice self-restraint to become a better version of yourself? What strategies will you use to control your emotions and improve your reactions? Share your thoughts below, and let's explore these ideas together. Number 9. The power of acceptance. Imagine you're on a long journey and suddenly find yourself lost, a moment that can spark feelings of anger, disappointment, and anxiety. But if you consider the teachings of Epictetus, you might remember the 9th principle of Stoicism, the power of acceptance. In embracing this principle, you begin to assess your situation calmly, accepting the fact that you are lost. You soon realize that being upset or anxious won't change your current circumstances. From this newfound calm, you begin seeking solutions, whether it's through consulting a map, asking for directions, or using GPS. What stands out in this experience is the realization that you have the freedom to choose how you respond, rather than being overwhelmed by negative emotions. To help you cultivate this power of acceptance, let's explore 5 key strategies. First, recognize and accept emotions. When you face challenges, take a moment to acknowledge your emotions. Identifying feelings of anger, sadness, or fear is the crucial first step in accepting a situation. Can you recall a time when you faced a challenge and felt overwhelmed? How did acknowledging your emotions impact your response? Next, understanding and analysis. Delve into the root of your problem and differentiate between what you can control and what you cannot. Consider how this approach might shift your perspective the next time you're confronted with adversity. What aspects of your life might benefit from such an analysis? The third step involves redirecting energy. Rather than fixating on what you cannot change, direct your energy toward positive actions you can undertake. Acceptance isn't synonymous with resignation, but marks the beginning of meaningful action. How might you harness this energy to address a current challenge you're facing? The fourth strategy is to seek meaning and learn. Every challenge offers an opportunity to learn. Look for the lessons in each situation and use them to further your personal development. What valuable lessons have you gleaned from your recent experiences? Lastly, practice gratitude. In every situation, there's always something to be grateful for. Gratitude helps us maintain our spirit and find light even in darkness. What are you grateful for today, and how might this mindset shift your perspective on life's difficulties? By harnessing the power of acceptance, you learn to confront challenges while also discovering peace and happiness in your daily life. This is a key lesson from Stoic philosophy as taught by Epictetus. He emphasized that we are born with the ability and obligation to live in harmony with nature, both external and internal. This harmony requires us to understand and accept our place in the world, recognizing that everything happens for a reason, and learning to find happiness and peace within the limitations set by nature. How might embracing these principles help you align more closely with your true essence and find greater contentment in life? Thank you for being part of today's video. Before we proceed, I want to thank you for your participation in our community. Feel free to share your thoughts, or simply comment, "I am a newbie," if you're new, or "I am a Stoic," if you've been around. Your interaction is a great source of motivation for us. Number 10. Living according to nature. Epictetus believed that true happiness and meaning come from living in harmony with nature, both external and internal, embracing the essence of our individual selves. By aligning our lives with the natural world and our inner nature, we unlock our potential and find peace. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This perspective encourages us to embrace the world as it is and work within its bounds to find fulfillment. To live according to nature's laws means recognizing that every event and situation exists for a reason. Instead of resisting or being indifferent, we should accept and find happiness within nature's limitations. The Stoic approach to happiness is not about chasing external pleasures or material wealth, but rather about finding contentment in simple things through conscious and self-aware living. As Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." By training our minds to perceive clearly and accept what happens, we build resilience to life's fluctuations and learn to thrive. Living under nature's laws is not only a strategy for facing challenges, but also a path to true freedom and joy. By applying Stoic principles daily, we achieve inner peace and become impervious to life's ups and downs. In the modern world, where unpredictability is a constant, this approach is more relevant than ever. We should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot, as this leads to a more harmonious and meaningful life. As we journey through Epictetus's philosophy and apply these 10 Stoic principles, we've discovered a roadmap for resilience and inner strength. This journey is not solitary. We invite you to share your experiences and challenges in applying these principles. Your insights can inspire others and help our community thrive. Reflect on the wisdom of Epictetus, who said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Number 11. Control what you can control. In the course of life, you'll encounter countless events and situations that lie beyond your control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized the importance of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. This idea is anchored in the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between what you have influence over and what you do not. To embrace this principle, start by creating a clear list of things you can directly influence and those you cannot. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are within your control, while other people's opinions, the weather, and global events are beyond it. By recognizing this distinction, you can liberate yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety and concentrate on what truly matters. When faced with a difficult situation, pause and ask yourself whether it's something you can control. If it's not, practice the art of letting go. If it is, take deliberate steps to address it. This approach helps you maintain calm and focus, irrespective of external circumstances. Imagine a scenario where a coworker criticizes you unjustly. Instead of dwelling on their remarks, which you can't control, focus on your reaction, which you can. By choosing not to let their words affect you, you preserve your peace of mind. Consider a modern-day example. Sarah, a busy entrepreneur, often worries about her business's success. However, by focusing on what she can control, such as her work ethic and business strategies, and letting go of what she cannot, like market fluctuations, she finds greater contentment and effectiveness. What situations in your life fall outside your realm of control? How might focusing on what you can influence change your perspective and reduce stress? Reflecting on such questions can help you better understand this principle and how it applies to your life. By learning to distinguish between what you can and can't control, you'll gain clarity and focus, freeing yourself from the burden of trying to manage the unmanageable. The key takeaway is simple: concentrate on what you can influence and let go of the rest, thereby nurturing a more serene and resilient mind. Number 12. The art of dispassionate reflection. We're now diving into one of Epictetus's essential lessons. The art of dispassionate reflection. This principle is about cultivating the ability to assess our thoughts and actions without letting our emotions cloud our judgment. Imagine if you could look at your life from a logical and reasonable perspective, not allowing fleeting emotions to steer you off course. To truly embrace this principle, start by setting aside time each day for self-reflection. This could be your chance to keep a journal where you can objectively evaluate your day, your reactions to various events, and the underlying motivations behind your actions. Have you ever noticed how emotions can sometimes obscure your understanding of a situation? By taking time to reflect, you can identify areas for improvement and prevent negative emotions from overwhelming you. In those moments when emotions run high, try stepping back and considering the situation from a third-person perspective. How would you advise a friend dealing with the same issue? This kind of external perspective can often shed light on solutions that our emotional selves might overlook. As the great philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." So why let our imaginations get the best of us? Reflecting on your day with a cool and detached mindset can help you navigate life's challenges more effectively. What if you could analyze your reactions objectively and see them for what they are? Imagine how liberating it would be to let go of unnecessary emotional burdens and focus on what truly matters. By following Epictetus's advice, you can become the master of your own mind, steering clear of the emotional turmoil that often clouds our judgment. Reflect on this for a moment. How much better would life be if you could address your problems with a calm and clear-headed approach? The benefits are countless, from making better decisions to building stronger relationships. Taking inspiration from the famous words of Marcus Aurelius, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When you face challenges, view them as opportunities for growth and learning rather than obstacles. How often do you let challenges deter you instead of embracing them as learning experiences? By adopting this principle, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. The art of dispassionate reflection not only helps you navigate through difficult times, but also empowers you to make wiser choices in your daily life. What areas of your life could benefit from a little more reflection and a little less emotion? By pondering this, you're already taking the first step toward personal growth. Reflecting on your actions and motivations allows you to become more self-aware, which in turn fosters personal development. As you journal and reflect, you'll likely notice patterns and behaviors that no longer serve you. This is your chance to break free from these habits and create positive change. Have you identified any patterns that might be holding you back? What steps can you take today to move closer to the person you want to become? In the end, the art of dispassionate reflection is about taking control of your mind and your life. It's about understanding that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. By embracing this principle, you're setting yourself up for a more balanced and fulfilling life. How might your life change if you started each day with a few moments of reflection, detached from emotional turbulence? So as you move forward, remember to pause, reflect, and let logic and reason guide your actions. In doing so, you're not only honoring the teachings of Epictetus, but also paving the way for a life filled with clarity and purpose. Now, as you continue on your Stoic journey, consider how you can incorporate this principle into your daily routine. What small change can you make today that will lead to a more reflective and balanced tomorrow? Number 13. The impermanence of all things. Stoicism profoundly emphasizes the impermanence of all things, a lesson we often forget in our day-to-day lives. As Epictetus wisely observed, both the highs and lows of life are fleeting. When we recognize the temporary nature of all experiences, we gain a greater appreciation for the present and liberate ourselves from the grips of external circumstances. To truly embody this principle, start by practicing gratitude for the present moment. Recognizing the fleeting nature of joy and hardship allows you to savor the good times and maintain balance during tough times. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions abound, it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important. However, by embracing impermanence, you can focus on what really matters. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can enhance your awareness of the present moment. Simple activities like deep breathing or mindful walking can ground you and keep you anchored. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By focusing on the present, you prevent yourself from becoming consumed by fears of the future or regrets of the past. Applying the principle of impermanence allows you to cultivate a resilient mindset aligned with Epictetus's teachings. This mindset enables you to navigate life's unpredictability without being overwhelmed. In modern life, where we're constantly bombarded with information and pressured to chase endless goals, understanding impermanence helps you focus on what's within your control and let go of what isn't. As you incorporate the teachings of Stoicism into your life, remember that this philosophy isn't about suppressing emotions or detaching from the world. Instead, it's about recognizing what's within your control and accepting what isn't, leading to a peaceful and fulfilling existence. In the words of Seneca, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By embracing impermanence, practicing gratitude, and grounding yourself in the present, you can face life's challenges with serenity and strength. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. And that, ultimately, is the key to staying unshaken by the storms of life. Do you have any questions or challenges when applying these 13 principles to your life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Every question, challenge, or success story is a valuable source of inspiration to help our community grow and thrive together. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends who you think will be inspired by the Stoic Principles. Subscribe to Stoic in Your Life to make sure you don't miss any videos that will help you become more steadfast and resilient in life. Remember, every day, every step leads towards self-improvement and contributes to creating a better world. Marcus Aurelius, 121–180, fully named Marcus Aurelius Antoninus Augustus, was a Roman emperor who ruled from 161 until his death. He is considered one of the most distinguished figures of the ancient era, renowned for his rational, logical, and Stoic philosophical approach to governance. He is also among the most respected Roman emperors of all time. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius continues to influence generations up to the present day. In today's video, we will explore some of the most valuable quotes from this esteemed emperor and philosopher, as they might change the way you think about life. These are quotes you should know before you get old. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. Each day provides its own gifts, Poverty is the mother of crime. Tomorrow is nothing. Today is too late. The good lived yesterday. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes, season after season, without thinking of the grapes it has borne. How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks. Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man, but if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your own compass also. Death is a release from the impressions of the senses, and from desires that make us their puppets, and from the vagaries of the mind, and from the hard service of the flesh. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. Such as are your habitual thoughts, such also will be the character of your mind, for the soul is dyed by the thoughts. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself, and a mean man by one lower than himself. The one produces aspiration, the other ambition, which is the way in which a vulgar man aspires. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom thyself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Everything that happens happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. Here is the rule to remember in the future. When anything tempts you to be bitter, not, "This is a misfortune," but, "To bear this worthily is good fortune." Begin. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain. Again begin this, and thou wilt have finished. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig. To the wise, life is a problem to do. To the fool, a solution. A man should be upright, not be kept upright. Anger cannot be dishonest. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. To understand the true quality of people, you must look into their minds and examine their pursuits and aversions. To refrain from imitation is the best revenge. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Be content with what you are, and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it. Adapt yourself to the things among which your lot has been cast, and love sincerely the fellow creatures with whom destiny has ordained that you shall live. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Execute every act of thy life as though it were thy last. Confine yourself to the present. Be content with what you are, and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it. Despise not death, but welcome it, for nature wills it like all else. Whatever the universal nature assigns, to any man at any time, is for the good of that man at that time. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. Where a man can live, he can also live well. Let it be your constant method to look into the design of people's actions and see what they would be at, as often as it is practicable, and to make this custom the more significant. Practice it first upon yourself. Each thing is of like form from everlasting, and comes round again in its cycle. There is nothing happens to any person, but what was in his power to go through with. And thou wilt give thyself relief, if thou doest every act of thy life as if it were the last. When thou art above measure angry, bethink thee how momentary is man's life. What springs from earth dissolves to earth again, and heaven-born things fly to their native seat. The universal order and the personal order are nothing but different expressions and manifestations of a common underlying principle. Aptitude found in the understanding, and is often inherited. Genius coming from reason and imagination rarely. Perhaps there are none more lazy, or more truly ignorant, than your everlasting readers. Forward, as occasion offers, never look round to see whether any shall note it. Be satisfied with success in even the smallest matter, and think that even such a result is no trifle. Anything in any way beautiful derives its beauty from itself, and asks nothing beyond itself. Praise is no part of it, for nothing is made worse or better by praise. We are too much accustomed to attribute to a single cause that which is the product of several, and the majority of our controversies come from that. Everything that exists is in a manner the seed of that which will be. Be content to seem what you really are. Death, like birth, is a secret of nature. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius continues to influence generations up to the present day. Next, we will look at the 5 most valuable quotes from this esteemed emperor and philosopher, as they may change the way you think about life. 1. Focus on what you can control. Marcus Aurelius said, "True power lies in controlling your own mind, not in controlling external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most of us usually focus on external events that we almost cannot control. We obsess over politics, economics, weather, and opinions of random strangers on the internet. We waste too much time and space arguing about things beyond our control. It's a complete waste of your energy. Those who create real change in the world focus on what they can control. They focus on improving their thoughts, actions, and habits, and vice versa. For example, if you lose your job, don't blame the economy, your boss, or any other external factors. Instead, to change the situation, focus your resources on what's directly under your control, including learning new valuable skills, spending more time looking for a better job, controlling your spending habits. Don't get me wrong, the economy might be bad, your boss might be bad, politicians might be terrible, but it's a waste of resources if you let these things obsess you. Don't use them as an excuse to continue being stuck in mediocrity. Again, if you want change, you must spend time, space, and energy on what's directly under your control. 2. First, amend yourself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." However, most people do the opposite. They are strict with others and lenient with themselves. They judge others, while their own life is also a mess. Recently, the incident of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars sparked endless opinion streams. One thing I dare say is that 95% of those publicly criticizing Will seldom, or even never, spend much time thinking about their own faults. I'm not saying what Will Smith did was right. I'm saying that people should spend more time reflecting on their own behavior than on others. Focus on sorting out your own life. Have high living standards. Show them through action. Practice good habits that inspire others. These are better than constantly digging up others' mistakes. 3. Don't fear death. Fear living without purpose, as Marcus Aurelius once stated. One should not fear death, but fear never really starting to live. We have only one life, no second chances. This is our only run on the beautiful blue stone called Earth, floating through an infinite universe. Don't behave as if you are going to live forever. Death will come, sooner or later. While still alive, live increasingly better by doing everything within your power. Marcus Aurelius. Life is too short for you to waste it in a dusty gray room working for a boss who doesn't really care about you. Life is too short to stare at a screen for over 10 hours every day. And life is too short to spend days being sullen, uncomfortable, and bored. You don't know how much time you have left in life, so make the most of it while you can. Do grand things, explore the world, build interesting things, start a business, meet wonderful people, spread positivity and good values, pursue your goals, harmonize with nature, make an impact on others, live life fully. In a hard way, I learned this lesson when a doctor told me I had cancer. That's when I realized that you really don't know how much time you have left. After that moment, I wake up every day to live the most meaningful life. As Martin Luther King once said, "It's not how long you live, but how well you do it." 4. Focus on what matters. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is best not to spend time on things less important than they deserve." However, most people care about trivial things. They are easily distracted by the mundane from what really matters. Face it and ask yourself, what really matters in your life? Your health and safety, your loved ones, your happiness, your mission. So why are you obsessed with the trivial? Why do you get upset by a rainy day, a random stranger on the internet, or someone hindering you in traffic? Be open to the trivial. As Johann Wolfgang von Goethe once said, "Don't let the most important things be governed by the least important." 5. Cultivate the ability to understand your inner voice. Talking to oneself is an extremely important ability. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Your habitual thoughts are the characteristics of your mind. For the mind is guided by thoughts. Your thoughts affect your actions, and your actions define who you are. Therefore, if you want to change yourself, start by changing your thoughts. You cannot upgrade yourself if you do not cultivate the ability to understand your mind. Your happiness depends on the quality of the thoughts in your head." Marcus Aurelius. Regular meditation practice is one of the most effective ways to cultivate the ability to understand the mind. Meditation helps you become aware of your thoughts, so you will develop the mental muscle to override negative thoughts, turning them into positive ones, giving you inner strength. As we conclude our journey through the profound wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, it's clear that his teachings are more than just words. They are guiding principles for a life well lived. His insights into human nature, the importance of self-control, and the pursuit of virtue resonate deeply, offering us valuable lessons to carry into our daily lives. Remember, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius isn't just to be admired, but to be applied. Whether it's focusing on what you can control, living with purpose, or understanding your inner voice, these lessons are timeless and universal. So, as you move forward, take these teachings to heart and let them illuminate your path. And now, it's your turn to keep the conversation going. If you found value in today's video, please give it a like and share it with someone who might benefit from Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content, where we explore more timeless wisdom and insights for a meaningful life. Your engagement and support are what drive us to keep delivering quality content, so thank you for being a part of our Stoic in Your Life community. Until next time, reflect on these teachings, apply them in your life, and watch how they transform your perspective. Remember, it's never too late to embrace the lessons of the past for a better tomorrow. Stoic advice for hard days. Have you ever felt trapped by your circumstances? What if I told you that your freedom lies in your choices, not your conditions? Imagine being born a slave, tortured, and exiled, yet still rising to influence emperors. How? Let's dive into the incredible story of Epictetus, a man who turned adversity into his greatest teacher. Epictetus was born into the harshest conditions imaginable, enslaved, nameless, and subjected to physical abuse. His name itself means acquired one. But did he let these circumstances define him? Absolutely not. He saw life not as a series of tragedies, but as a platform for endless opportunities. Epictetus observed that many in Nero's court, despite their status, were slaves to their desires and grudges. They were prisoners of their own minds. So, he educated himself under the renowned Stoic teacher, Musonius Rufus, and eventually gained his freedom, not just from chains, but from the limitations of the mind. He went on to teach Rome's elite, including the future emperor Hadrian. His teachings even influenced Marcus Aurelius. From a life of hardship, Epictetus rose to shape the minds of the most powerful individuals of his time. What Epictetus teaches us is not just resilience, but the art of crafting a meaningful life, regardless of the hand we're dealt. Circumstances don't make the man, they reveal him. The Stoics say we're all actors in the grand play of life. We can't control our entry or exit, but we can control our performance. So what role are you playing, and how well are you playing it? Do you believe you have the power to shape your destiny, even when things seem out of control? Epictetus reminds us that while we can't control everything, we have more agency than we think. Through determination and skill, we can shape our destiny. We may not control it, but we can turn in a splendid performance, no matter our role. So, are you ready to seize the opportunities hidden in your challenges? Your stage is set, the script is yours to write. Marcus Aurelius, one of Rome's greatest emperors, was deeply influenced by the Stoic philosophy of Epictetus. When faced with a bad day, Marcus didn't succumb to despair. He turned to Stoic principles to guide him through. Let's explore how Marcus Aurelius, influenced by Epictetus, turned bad days into valuable life lessons. Can you imagine a Roman emperor, a fierce warrior, and a brilliant statesman who was actually frail and sickly? Meet Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who turned his weaknesses into unparalleled strengths. Marcus Aurelius is not just celebrated as a valiant warrior with numerous military achievements that contributed to the flourishing Roman Empire. He is also revered as a wise and enlightened emperor who implemented numerous prudent and positive reforms. What might surprise you, however, is that Aurelius was inherently frail, plagued by chronic illnesses. This fact only adds another layer to his remarkable reputation, given his extraordinary ability to recover and strengthen himself. The historian Cassius Dio wrote, "The emperor trained his body from being very frail to becoming the most resilient and enduring." When faced with any discomfort, Marcus Aurelius would simply remind himself, "You are giving way to pain." Lesson 1. Every day is a challenge. Marcus Aurelius was not just an exemplary Roman emperor, but also a philosopher of the Stoic school, a branch of ancient Greek philosophy that emphasizes human virtue and ethics. From this philosophical grounding, Aurelius discovered a special method to help him cope with all adversities. He adhered to the teachings that virtue is the only good for man, and aimed to maintain a will in agreement with nature. Like many Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius highly valued the idea that to have virtue is to be sufficiently happy. This was a crucial stepping stone that made him incredibly resilient in the face of misfortunes. He said, "Don't think too much about what you lack, but think about what you have, especially the best things." Lesson 2. The comedy of our minds. Ever had one of those days where everything seems to go wrong? Blistering heat, horrendous traffic, endless problems, and disagreements with colleagues or family members. Sound familiar? What's your go-to strategy? Do you confront these issues head-on, or do you retreat into a protective shell to avoid conflict? Either way, it's not the best approach to problem solving. Emperor Marcus Aurelius once observed when dealing with difficult people, "They are the way they are because they cannot distinguish between good and evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own, not of the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine." If you encounter people who behave poorly today, chances are you're not so different from them. Aurelius advises us not to be angry, hateful, or combative. Life isn't always smooth sailing, and it doesn't have to be for you to have a good day. Each of us has a powerful inner strength that can guide us to make better choices. Aurelius said, "We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. When you feel anger at someone or want to turn your back on them, you are going against nature." Indeed, some people find it hard to accept that we are born to support each other. Their prejudices make them believe that someone is hindering them from achieving specific goals. So, they start their day already drained by overthinking and a list of must-dos, which are the real obstacles. Our minds are truly comical, Aurelius noted. You expect the world not to present any obstacles, yet your mind is full of them. So, as you navigate through the ebbs and flows of life, remember that the comedy of our minds often creates more barriers than any external circumstances. Reflect on this lesson and discuss it with others. After all, the journey to understanding and applying Stoic wisdom is one we can all share. Lesson 3. Focus on yourself, the ultimate key to serenity. Ever heard of the famous literary critic Dorothy Parker? She once humorously remarked that when her apartment doorbell rang, her immediate reaction was, "What on earth is it now?" Sound familiar? Do you greet each new day with a similar sense of dread and annoyance? How much time have we wasted focusing on what others are doing? However, the Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that the problem lies within us, not others. He advises, don't squander the remaining time of your life thinking about others unless it contributes to the common good. There's no need to be overly concerned with what others are doing, saying, or thinking, or why they're doing it. Instead of letting all this disappoint you, focus on your own mind. If you still feel that you're just fine, and it's everyone else causing you problems, consider this wake-up call from Marcus Aurelius. It could be a reality check for your misguided beliefs and help you choose a better path for self-improvement. Don't let emotions cloud your judgment, nor make excuses, nor center the universe around yourself, nor get frustrated when things don't go your way. You can escape from all troubles whenever you want. By looking within your soul, There's no place more peaceful, more tranquil than the soul of each of us. Life is full of challenges. What matters is our attitude towards them and how we uphold our ethical principles. Live and live well. Every single moment. So, what are your thoughts on this? Are you ready to shift your focus inward for a more serene and fulfilling life? Let's discuss and build a community of modern Stoics, navigating life's ebbs and flows with wisdom and resilience. Strange and Stoic advice on my personal loss. This is the article I promised myself I'd never write. When he goes, I said, I'm keeping it to myself. But after he had left us, I started typing. And what became therapeutic for me will be helpful for you. And so I had to share. Recently, my 12-year-old pup, Bally, got old and sick. It happened so fast. When I returned from a month-long trip, it seemed like he had aged 15 years. He'd lost so much strength that he couldn't stand up on his own. I had to put my hands under his hips just to help him get outside. It seems like just yesterday he was still full of energy, following me everywhere, begging for treats and barking outside at his imaginary friends. But now he couldn't move, didn't bark, and was barely eating. I didn't know what to do, and it was the not knowing that drove me mad. How much pain was he in? How much longer did he have? How and when would I have to make the awful decision? I wanted to yell, I wanted to cry, and I did. This wasn't how this movie was supposed to end, Mr. Spielberg. But everything has to end, and so, on Monday morning, August 27th, we went outside one last time. He sat down in the backyard and surveyed his kingdom, where he had roamed as a young, strong dog. It was his domain, the place where he spent hours lying in the grass, barking, sniffing, and wandering down to the river on our big old farm property. He put his nose up one more time chasing a scent, and I caught a glimpse of that young dog, wanting to get up and run. But he couldn't. And in that moment, he looked at me, and I knew he was ready to go. It was harder than I thought it would be, 10 times harder. You see, it's not just the dog you have to let go. It's everything wrapped up and invested in the dog. The last 12 years of my life, everything I had done, and maybe more importantly, everything I hadn't done, was attached to him. He had been with me through growth, through pain, through failure, through evolution. A dog does so much for you, and this little guy had changed the world for me. He came into my life at my lowest point, the third week of my crippling anxiety attacks in 2006. He made them worst at first, a young, crazy puppy with an unprepared owner, and then proceeded to turn my life around. He taught me to love unconditionally, to have more energy and enthusiasm for life, to welcome people with open arms, to give, and to be happy being me. It sounds silly to say, but I was so proud of that dog. Proud of his ability to lick an almond butter jar spotless with his long tongue. Of how he entered a room, excited, whipping his tail so violently it knocked everything down in its path. Of how he chased deer through the fields without a hope in hell of catching them, but with an insane belief that he could. I loved his stinky breath and his goofy, slightly embarrassed look when he squatted to poop on the neighbor's lawn, as if he knew he was caught in the act. I loved our morning ritual of having him climb on my stomach and lay his head on my chest, a ritual we started when he was a puppy and kept up until just a few months ago. Bally was 99% heart and 1% fur. It crushed me to see him in pain when all he wanted to do was love. My mom, who's been taking care of him for the last 6 years, is going to miss him the most. Who's going to greet me at the bottom of the stairs every morning? She asked him that Monday morning in her sweet sing-songy voice he loved so much. Who am I going to talk to when you're gone, Bally? Bally the dog. The dog who never played fetch. The very good dog who didn't chew up your shoes. The dog who touched hundreds of thousands of lives with his advice columns in my old Turbulence Training Fitness email newsletter. The one, the only, Bally the dog. You were just what I needed. But life goes on. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, offered timeless words of wisdom to help us cope with extreme emotions in times like this. Suppose that our servant breaks a cup. we are likely to get angry and have our tranquility disrupted by the incident. One way to avert this anger is to think about how we would feel if the incident had happened to someone else instead. If we were at someone's house and his servant broke a cup, we would be unlikely to get angry. Indeed, we might try to calm our host by saying, "It's just a cup. These things happen." Put another way, what would you say to a friend going through the same struggle? With your outside eyes, what advice would you give? Take that advice and apply it to you. So I did. Life goes on. New puppies are born. Children get a day older. Sales calls are made. Books have to be written. Newsletters have to be completed. That's not to say, of course, that I'm not writing this in tears. But I also realize that many of my clients are going through much worse than I am. And yet, they persist pushing ahead on their own hero's journey. And sure, knowing this and digging into Stoic perspective doesn't make me grieve less, but it reminds me to get outside of my own head and do things that matter to others. That's how you heal and why I appreciate the opportunity to pour my energy into my clients. A few days before our final trip to the vet, a client asked, "Craig, do you ever feel like when something goes wrong, your mood changes and it's really hard to get out of it?" Of course, we've all had that struggle. When my anxiety was at its worst, my mood was terrible. Heck, my whole mental state was a mess. I'd spin my wheels, my mind would race, and minor problems would turn into catastrophes that would practically paralyze my decision-making. But not anymore. Today, when challenged, as I am very much by the passing of Bali, I am guided by my personal motto: action beats anxiety. Motion beats meditation. Work beats worry. We all have rough days. We all go through tough times. Bad things happen to good people. It's inevitable. But I take inspiration from the friends and clients who have suffered far more than I could imagine and have still pushed ahead. Just last week, in fact, one of my friends was in a bad car accident. His truck was totaled, and now he's laid up in bed dealing with awful pain. To make things worse, he just opened a new restaurant and things are starting off more slowly than expected. His leadership team needs him daily, but he's staying optimistic. He's doing what he can, and he has faith that he will heal as he helps his team, and will one day soon be standing in his restaurant again. Around the same time, another friend was hit with a marriage breakup out of the blue. 10 years were invested in that relationship, and they ended in an 11-minute phone call while he sat alone in a hotel room, thousands of miles from home. It was a crushing blow, but he responded admirably. He didn't wallow, but thought about what he could do to move forward. Why? Because action beats anxiety, and work beats worry. That same friend shared some wisdom with me that was incredibly impactful. I asked him if it would be okay to share it with you, and he agreed. So I encourage you to save his words, refer to them often, and be strengthened by them, so that you can persist through anything life throws at you. He wrote, "Pain is an attachment to the past. Look, you and I know that the last few months have been tough. I had a great marriage for a long time. Then I didn't. It's not cut and dry. And I might never be able to trace each step along the way and identify the true root cause is. And that's okay. What I know is that when I feel sad, angry, grieving, it's because I'm living in the past, not in the now. Sometimes I need to journal to get through it, or talk with someone. But once I'm back in the present, I'm productive and my head feels screwed back into place. Fighting acceptance is what causes pain. We are all capable of so much more than we realize, if we take life step by step. I'm writing to you from the airport. In all honesty, I don't want to fly back to an empty apartment and deal with that, because I know it is going to suck. So I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm going to get on the plane, I'll land. I'll call an Uber, I'll arrive at the building, I'll let myself in, I'll have a shower, I'll sleep. And then I'll wake up tomorrow and tackle that too. I figure, if I've been electrocuted, fractured my skull, had dozens of people I love die, broken my bones, and live my wild life for decades, I can probably handle taking this one step at a time. There's always opportunity in crisis, Craig, and the best code of conduct is one that you'd be happy to live with for all eternity. Whether you believe in reincarnation, eternal recurrence, or none of the above, it's still a wise place to begin your considerations. So ask yourself, If I had to repeat this life forever, would I shirk this responsibility, or would I choose to man up and love freely where it matters? Thanks to him and thanks to you, your strength, resilience, and relentlessness in all of the trials and tribulations that come your way in life. I have been inspired to embrace this mantra for the future. If I were to repeat this life for all eternity, I'm happy with how I acted here. We are all in interesting stages of life, or on our hero's journey, as I call it. It is okay to have ups and downs, to question things, to question others, and most importantly, to decide what fits for your right life. That is the message that matters the most to you. I know that Bali wouldn't have lived a second of his life differently if he had the chance to change it. Maybe that's why I loved him so much, and it gives me the strength and resilience to keep on going. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end of this video. If you found the Stoic advice shared today helpful and think it could make a difference in someone's life, please don't hesitate to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us here at The Stoic Flow, and it helps us to continue providing valuable content to help you navigate through the tough days. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our future videos. And if you have any thoughts, experiences, or questions related to today's topic, please leave us a comment down below. We love hearing from you and are here to support you on your journey to resilience and inner peace. Remember, you're not alone, and the Stoic Flow is here to help you find strength in adversity. Until next time, stay strong and live with wisdom. Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Welcome to our journey of empowerment, where we transform emotions from shackles into tools of strength. In today's video, we delve into the 6 Stoic powerful rules to become emotionless, art of remaining serene in the face of tumultuous feelings. Join us as we navigate the Stoic path to emotional fortitude, and remember, it is not a sign of weakness to continue watching. It is the first step towards mastering your emotions. Rule number 1. Don't let love for someone overwhelm you. Love is a profound connector, a force that unites and gives meaning to life. Yet its excess or imbalance can be our undoing. It can cloud our judgment, expose our soft underbelly, and lead to despair when it's unreciprocated or lost. The Stoics, masters of emotional equilibrium, often warned against the dangers of overattachment. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic sage, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom teaches us to love without losing ourselves. It's about valuing connections while maintaining our own identity. Consider your own experiences, times when your happiness seemed tethered to someone else's choices, the sting of betrayal, the ache of a love lost, the frustration of unmet expectations. These are the trials love can bring. But what if you could love just as profoundly, yet without the vulnerability? The key lies in understanding that love, like all emotions, is transient. Cherish it while it's present, but don't let it anchor you down. Let it be the breeze that propels your voyage, guiding but not controlling your direction. Your journey should be directed by you alone. By mastering detached affection, you shield your heart and strengthen your spirit. You can forge deep connections without the fear of losing yourself. It's the first step towards true emotional equilibrium, where you steer your feelings rather than being steered by them. Rule number 2. Prioritize your emotional investments. The act of empathy, the capacity to share and understand the feelings of others, is often lauded as a hallmark of human connection. It's the glue that binds us, offering comfort and understanding. Yet, an excess of empathy can be a heavy burden, taxing our mental and emotional reserves. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once remarked, "We are disturbed not by events, but by the views which we take of them. This insight is crucial when considering empathy. While it's a natural human reaction, the key lies in discerning when to immerse ourselves in empathy and when to maintain a healthy distance. Imagine a sponge continuously soaking up water. Without being squeezed out, it becomes oversaturated and ineffective. In the same way, if we let ourselves be constantly swamped by the emotional states of everyone around us, we risk emotional inundation. This can cloud our judgment, sap our vitality, and cause our own goals to fade into the background. The goal isn't to ignore the feelings or plights of others, but to practice deliberate empathy. It's about knowing when to engage emotionally and when to conserve your emotional space. By doing so, you protect your own emotional well-being and ensure that your empathetic interactions are genuine, focused, and impactful. Navigating the journey towards emotional selectivity is essential. It empowers you to move through life with clarity, ensuring that your emotional energy is reserved for moments that truly merit your full, heartfelt participation. Rule number 3. Distance yourself from people who bring negativity. Surrounding ourselves with the right people is crucial to our emotional well-being and mental clarity. Just as a single spoiled apple can affect the whole batch, a person steeped in negativity can cast a shadow over our lives, sapping our energy and clouding our thoughts. The Stoics, who placed great emphasis on self-preservation and personal dignity, understood that while we cannot control others' actions, we have the choice to select who we let into our personal space. Reflecting this Stoic wisdom, Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This serves as a reminder to be selective about our company and to listen to our inner guidance. Take a moment to consider. Are there individuals in your life who consistently exude negativity, foster doubts, or diminish your ambitions? Recognizing and distancing oneself from such negative influences is essential. It's not about harboring resentment. It's about prioritizing your emotional well-being. Releasing toxic individuals from your life is an act of self-compassion, not cruelty. It signifies that you value your peace of mind and emotional stability above all else. By doing so, you reinforce your environment with positivity, genuine support, and true kindness. Remember, mastering your emotions starts with aligning external influences with your inner goals. Before getting to Rule 4, can you share a personal experience where distancing yourself from negative influences significantly impacted your emotional well-being or mental clarity? Please leave your shares in the comment section below. Rule number 4. Keep your feelings and viewpoints to yourself. Silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. Seneca once mused, "In a world that often equates sharing with caring, there's a profound strength in selective silence." The essence of communication is not always in the revelation, but in the discernment of what we choose to disclose. Stoicism teaches us the virtue of inner calm and the perils of external validation. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Our serenity is compromised when we hinge our emotional well-being on the reactions of others. Consider the times you've sought external validation for personal triumphs or deeply held beliefs. The response is frequently mixed, sometimes with negativity or mockery, which can unsettle our confidence. Imagine instead a steadfastness that comes from self-reliance, where silence is not suppression but sovereignty over the self. It's recognizing that not every thought demands an audience, nor does every belief require endorsement. This Stoic practice fosters self-assurance. Your convictions remain unshaken, impervious to the whims of public opinion. As a pillar in the quest for emotional equanimity, it ensures that your inner peace remains intact, undisturbed by the external world's fluctuating judgments and comments. Rule number 5. Establish boundaries and embrace selective availability. In the pursuit of a Stoic life, setting boundaries is not just beneficial, it's a necessity for maintaining our essence and mental well-being. In our always-on culture, it might seem daunting to carve out that personal space. Yet it's a vital stride toward emotional resilience. Recall the words of Seneca, "All the time you possess is truly yours." Reflect on this. How often do we forfeit our precious moments responding instantly to every ping, every call for our attention? Failing to set boundaries is akin to leaving your house wide open for all to enter. It's a silent proclamation that your time and emotional well-being are up for grabs. Constant availability can lead to exhaustion and a loss of self. Instead, value your peace as the Stoics did. Choose when to say no, when to retreat into your thoughts, and understand that your selective presence isn't neglect, it's an act of self-respect. As we walk the Stoic path, clear boundaries are our shield, safeguarding our emotional reserves. They allow us to maintain balance and energy, free from the relentless demands of the world. Rule number 6, prioritize your well-being and embrace clarity. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This encapsulates our final rule in the journey towards emotional fortitude, placing oneself at the forefront and valuing straightforwardness. To maintain serenity and achieve success, self-care is paramount. This isn't to dismiss the importance of others, but to acknowledge that self-assistance precedes external aid. It's akin to the airline safety protocol of securing your own oxygen mask before assisting others. You must first be emotionally robust and successful to be of genuine help to another. Clarity and expression is a cornerstone of emotional resilience. It involves articulating your thoughts, wishes, and boundaries with precision. This isn't a call to insensitivity, but an invitation to communicate with transparency. Avoiding ambiguity and the trap of people-pleasing, clarity cuts through confusion, reduces stress, and fosters authentic connections with those who respect honesty. To live by this tenet is to choose actions that resonate with your goals and ethics, to establish limits, and to remain unapologetically true to your essence. Ignite the passion inside and let no obstacles stop you. Life is a challenge, but you're destined to win. In the last part of today's video, please listen to the short story, The Altruist's Awakening, to better understand these 6 rules. In the quaint town of Serenity, there lived a man named Eliot, known to all as the embodiment of kindness. His heart, a boundless ocean, held waves of compassion for every soul he encountered. Eliot was the one who would listen to the woes of the world until the stars blinked sleepily in the dawn sky. He was incapable of uttering the word no, a word that seemed to him as foreign as the concept of self-care. Eliot's days were spent in a whirlwind of others' needs and desires. His own dreams lay quiet, gathering dust in the corners of his neglected aspirations. He was a canvas, and the townsfolk, with their myriad of colors of needs and wants, painted him over every day. But as the layers thickened, the original portrait of Eliot was lost. One fateful evening, as Eliot was walking home, his steps heavy with the weight of unreciprocated deeds, he met an old man. This man, with eyes that held the calm of Stoic sages, saw through the facade of Eliot's smile. "Why do you carry boulders of others' expectations on your back?" he asked. Eliot, taken aback by the question, had no answer. The old man continued, "In seeking to be everything for everyone, you've become nothing for yourself. You must learn to say no, to hold your ground, for even the willow bends only so far before it breaks." The next day, Eliot's resolve was tested. A neighbor asked for a favor, one that would cost Eliot his last sliver of peace for the day. As the word yes clawed its way up, Eliot remembered the old man's words. With a serene mind and a resilient spirit, he embraced the power of no. Word of Eliot's newfound stance spread like wildfire. Some called it a transformation, others a betrayal. Yet as time passed, the exploitation ceased. Eliot's life was no longer a series of transactions, but a journey of meaningful interactions. Eliot's story is a testament to the Stoic belief that one must be the curator of one's own life. Stoicism teaches the virtue of apatheia, not the absence of emotion, but the balance of it. It advocates for inner fortitude and the wisdom to discern what is within our control and what is not. To those who find themselves in Eliot's shoes, remember that Stoicism is not about living without emotion, but about not being overwhelmed by it. Practice the art of detachment. Learn to say no, and understand that sometimes the most profound act of kindness you can offer is to yourself. In the tapestry of life, ensure that your thread is woven with intention, not at the whim of others' needles. As we draw this journey through the 6 Stoic powerful rules to becoming emotionless to a close, I invite you to carry these principles into the ebb and flow of your daily life. Embrace the Stoic wisdom to navigate the tides of emotions with grace and resilience. Remember, the true test of these teachings lies in their application. So pause, reflect, and act with intention. I encourage you to share in the comments how you plan to integrate these Stoic rules into your routine. What challenges do you anticipate, and how will you overcome them? Let's foster a community of growth and support here. And if you've found value in our time together, please share this video with others who might also benefit from these timeless Stoic strategies for inner peace and happiness. How to control your destiny with Stoic wisdom. 1 hour of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius once wisely stated, "The only way to master our destiny is to control what's within our reach and value what we possess." In today's world, filled with endless distractions and online influences, mastering our destiny seems daunting. Yet it's essential for personal growth and wisdom. If you like personal growth and increased wisdom, this content is for you. In this video, we delve into Stoicism's peaceful teachings. We cover a range of topics that, when embraced, can significantly improve your life quality. Remember that you don't need to watch all the content at once, but if you can, even better, you can watch at your own pace and revisit any time for deeper understanding. We'll explore practical Stoic principles not as isolated topics, but as interconnected parts of a whole. Discover the secret to happiness through amor fati, or love of fate, and learn to accept life's offerings. We'll discuss the dichotomy of control, a Stoic tool for clear decision-making and finding calm in chaos. Identifying and avoiding anti-Stoic habits is crucial for maintaining tranquility. We'll guide you in mastering your life by adopting Stoic routines, fostering inner calm and resilience. Apply Marcus Aurelius's insights for productive days and learn to navigate modern life's complexities with Stoicism as your guide. Stoicism offers peace and purpose in a challenging world. It's a philosophy tested by time, relevant for building strength, calmness, and fulfillment. Join us in exploring morning and evening routines inspired by Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues guide wise decisions and balanced living. Ready to transform your life? Embark on this journey of self-discovery with us, learning to start each day with purpose and end with reflection, guided by Stoicism's timeless wisdom. Gratitude is a formidable ally in life's journey. Embrace it wholeheartedly, cherishing every blessing, experience, and person that enriches your life. This sense of appreciation will fill you with joy, erasing dissatisfaction. As Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Start each day with this empowering mindset, practicing negative visualization to anticipate challenges and prepare for growth amidst adversity. Writing is a powerful tool in Stoicism. Keep a journal to document your intentions, feelings, and observations. This journal will serve as a guide, offering wisdom and direction, especially during tough times. In a world rife with distractions, learn to navigate with Stoic grace, focusing on productivity. Embrace justice and compassion in all interactions, deepening your understanding of the human condition. When facing stress, maintain composure and perspective, guided by the wisdom that you control only your actions and responses. As night falls, reflect on your day, learning and growing from each experience. Embrace imperfection and strive for continual self-improvement. Set your intentions for the next day, charting a path marked by courage and wisdom. A future shaped by the 4 Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance awaits. Use Stoicism as the foundation for building your life. Tailor your journey to success, aligning it with your dreams, values, and daily responsibilities. Stoicism is adaptable. Make it uniquely yours. Keep your passion for Stoic practices alive, establishing a consistent routine. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a transformative path. Bring its principles into every facet of your life, infusing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance into your relationships, work, and personal endeavors. In an ever-changing and uncertain world, Stoicism stands as a beacon of balance, resilience, and inner peace. Embrace life's journey with purpose and clarity, guided by Stoic principles. Move forward with strength and conviction, knowing wisdom is your constant companion. Each day is an opportunity for growth and learning. May clarity and serenity be your steadfast companions in your quest for a fulfilling and meaningful life. Begin each day with a heart brimming with gratitude, guided by the 4 cardinal virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Focus on the blessings that enrich your life, and you'll find that gratitude melts away dissatisfaction and desire. This state of heartfelt thankfulness ushers in a day filled with contentment and clarity about what truly matters. Make it a habit to be grateful for every good thing and to constantly thank those who have aided your progress. Embrace everything in your gratitude. Start your day with negative visualization. Anticipate challenges and setbacks, but rest assured, you're equipped to meet them with Stoic virtues. This mental rehearsal fosters a quiet resilience, preparing you to adapt and thrive amidst life's trials. This practice steadies you against the day's uncertainties, keeping you unflustered by fate's whims. Now turn to journaling, a practice championed by Stoic figures like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. Each morning, dedicate time to write down your intentions, feelings, and insights. This becomes a guiding light of wisdom, helping you navigate modern life's complexities. As life's ever-shifting scenes unfold, Stoicism provides tools to maintain equilibrium and grow through challenges. When stress emerges, draw upon your inner wisdom. Lean on reason and introspection, focusing on what's within your control and releasing what's not. This approach lets you meet stress with calm, resilience, and insight. Remember, life's primary task is to distinguish between what's outside your control and what you can choose. Seek good and evil, not in the external, but within your choices. Epictetus's words remind us, on the path to gratitude and resilience, it's your choices that shape your journey. Stoicism, with its enduring wisdom, assures you that each day is a chance to evolve, learn, and strengthen. Embark on a journey of purpose and clarity, guided by Stoic principles for a fulfilling life. In the hustle of today's world, distractions are ever present. Yet, as a Stoic, you practice temperance, channeling self-discipline and moderation. When distractions arise, acknowledge them, but refocus on your immediate goals. This approach fosters inner peace and empowers you to use your mind effectively to achieve your objectives. In your interactions, embody Stoic virtues of justice, wisdom, and compassion. Every meeting is a chance to make a positive, lasting impact. Be mindful of how your words and actions affect others, using each interaction to enhance your understanding of the human condition. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. But I have seen the nature of the good that it is beautiful, and of the bad that it is ugly, and the nature of him who does wrong, that it is akin to me not only of the same blood or seed, but that it participates in the same intelligence and the same portion of the divinity." This perspective teaches us that no external event can harm us, nor should we harbor anger towards others, as we are all part of a greater whole, meant to work in harmony. Face life's adversities as opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to thrive in resilience. Challenges, often unexpected, can fortify or defeat us. as Stoics view these as chances to develop strength and wisdom. Practice negative visualization and trust in your cultivated resilience. This mindset transforms obstacles into valuable life lessons, marking steps toward personal growth and fulfillment. As the day winds down, embrace an evening of introspection and wisdom. As the sun dips below the horizon, turn your attention inward. Reflect on the day's experiences, pinpointing challenges, decisions, and insights. Remember Seneca's words, "I will constantly keep watch over myself, and even more useful, I will put each day under review." This is crucial, for our downfall lies in not examining our past. We often focus only on future plans, yet our future is shaped by our past. Embrace self-forgiveness and strive for personal betterment. Approach self-forgiveness with empathy and understanding. Acknowledge that growth is an ongoing journey. Learn from your errors and pledge to do better. Cultivate inner tranquility and self-acceptance as you progress on your Stoic journey. Set goals for tomorrow, informed by today's wisdom. Infuse your actions, choices, and interactions with Stoic virtues. By doing so, you'll forge a life of harmony and purpose anchored in Stoic principles. Conclude your day with a tranquil evening, preparing for restful sleep. Engage in relaxation practices like deep breathing or meditative visualization. Soothe your mind and body, shedding the day's stress. This prepares you for a rejuvenating sleep, poised to embrace each new day as a chance for growth and learning. In life, we experience a spectrum of events, from joy, satisfaction, and love to suffering, pain, and loss. It's akin to a river's course, unpredictable and beyond our control, compelling us to flow along with its currents. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, advised, "Don't fight the strings of fate. Embrace them, for it is only in accepting them that you find inner peace." This concept, known in Stoicism as amor fati, encourages embracing life in its entirety, with all its ups and downs as a precious gift. While this may seem daunting, it's a cornerstone of Stoic thought. Loving life, with its joys and sorrows, is seen as a path to virtue and true happiness. Marcus Aurelius echoed this sentiment, saying, "Love your fate no matter what form it takes, because only through the acceptance of each moment can you find true serenity." Seneca further elaborated, "Amor fati is to love the totality of your existence, including your mistakes and failures, as they are opportunities to learn and grow in wisdom." This Stoic perspective teaches us to find beauty and gratitude in all aspects of life, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and wisdom. Embracing amor fati, the love of fate, stands as a challenging yet profoundly rewarding aspect of Stoicism. Remember, as Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." The pursuit of amor fati is not just a test of will, it's a journey towards true happiness and contentment. In today's episode, we'll delve into the essence of amor fati and its significance in leading a virtuous and fulfilling life. Our discussion will unfold in two segments. Initially, we'll explore the Stoic interpretation of fate and the reasons to cherish it. Following that, I'll share 5 practical strategies to integrate amor fati into your daily life, helping you to embrace this doctrine gradually and effectively. If you find value in our journey through Stoic wisdom, please like this video and share it with others. Your support helps spread these timeless teachings. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more insights into Stoicism, tailored for the modern soul aged 30 to 55, seeking tranquility amidst life's turbulence. The Stoics of ancient times held a profound belief, the non-existence of chance. They saw the world as a tapestry woven by the gods, governed by necessary and rational laws. This perspective painted the universe as an entity of perfect order and harmony, where every occurrence had its explanation, purpose, and reason adhering to a rational law. This universal rational law, according to the Stoics, also resonates within humans, in their nous. It empowers individuals to discern what is rational and virtuous. Thus, aligning with one's conscience leads to rationality and virtue, while straying from this universal law results in irrationality and a departure from virtue. Fate, in Stoic philosophy, is the rational plan the cosmos has for each individual, a part of the universe's harmonious whole. Our destinies, whether comprehensible or not, whether controllable or beyond our grasp, are necessary parts of this cosmic logic and meaningfulness. In this light, even during our darkest times, it's crucial to look beyond our immediate circumstances. Embracing our destined path equates to living serenely, embodying the Stoic principle of loving one's fate. As Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Life is like a play, it's not the length but the excellence of the acting that matters." This highlights the importance of differentiating between acceptance and resignation. Resignation is a negative stance, a refusal to act against displeasures. Acceptance, conversely, is positive. It involves recognizing reality and adapting our actions accordingly, aligning with the unfolding events of our lives. In the Stoic perspective, there's a clear distinction between resignation and acceptance. Central to this is the Stoic dichotomy of control. We can't control universal events, health, disasters, life, or death. They're beyond our reach, and thus shouldn't sway our hearts. Our power lies in our judgment and will. As Epictetus profoundly stated, only the will itself can control itself. We hold the power to choose our actions and responses to life's imposed circumstances and desires. It's a choice between fleeing our destiny or embracing and confronting it as our assigned path, where we must seek happiness. Stoic freedom involves this choice, to accept our fate and align our will with virtue, or to reject our reality pursuing vice. Epictetus observed, "The essence of good and evil lies in the attitude of the will." Marcus Aurelius adds that true goods, like virtue and justice, are within our power and provided by the gods, and it's up to us to embrace or reject them. In every situation, we can choose to seek good or evil. Take illness, for instance. We can strive for recovery and live well despite sickness, or we can surrender, neglect ourselves, and harbor anger. If we pursue virtue and align with our conscience, every event, good or bad, enriches us, leading us towards the four Stoic virtues. Joyful times bring happiness, though fleeting. Hard times strengthen and improve us, despite their difficulty. Remember, tough times will pass and are as essential as good times. Practicing amor fati requires courage to face life's challenges. Embracing amor fati also fosters justice and wisdom, teaching us to value each moment and understand the rational law that governs the world. This understanding makes our individual destiny the greatest gift towards a fulfilling life and true happiness. In the Stoic principle of amor fati, we find a powerful call to embrace life's challenges. This doctrine intertwines the four Stoic virtues, urging us to excel in our journey. Amor fati teaches us to love our fate, recognizing our life as a precious chance to pursue virtue and a meaningful existence. Consider this: a life devoid of challenges and the quest for happiness might lack true value. Furthermore, happiness often demands sacrifice, and true acceptance comes with embracing our given circumstances. Stoicism guides us to align our will with reason, leading to genuine, fulfilling happiness. Reflecting on amor fati, Seneca wisely stated, "Fate leads those who accept it, and drags those who refuse to acknowledge it." He observed that adversity's absence can be a misfortune, denying us the chance to prove ourselves. Echoing this sentiment, Marcus Aurelius noted, "It is characteristic of man to love and seek what fate has attributed and prepared for him." Epictetus adds a crucial perspective: "Do not seek that events happen as you wish. Wish for events as they happen, and your life will flow smoothly." What are your thoughts on amor fati? Do you embrace your destiny? Are there aspects of your life you struggle to accept, or have you welcomed them as they are? Share your thoughts in the comments. Remember, as Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to fall prey to harmful habits. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what's within our control, breaking free from the chains of uncontrolled emotions and impulses, leading to true liberation and peace. In the next section, we delve into 6 prevalent yet detrimental habits that I've personally experienced and are widespread in our fast-paced society. These habits can hinder our mental serenity, personal development, and our pursuit of a virtuous life. As we explore these habits, I encourage you to adopt a self-critical lens, viewing yourself objectively. This approach will help you identify which of these habits you might be succumbing to, empowering you to take decisive action against them. The first habit, delaying commitments. This seemingly benign habit is, in reality, quite pernicious. Procrastination, the act of deferring what should be done immediately, leads to wasted time and energy. It traps us in a cycle of constant worry about unfulfilled tasks without taking action. Stoicism warns us about the dangers of procrastination. It can prevent us from meeting personal and professional responsibilities, degrade the quality of our work, and erode the trust others place in us. The Stoics, valuing integrity and duty, saw procrastination as a profound disrespect to oneself. As Seneca wisely said, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." The habit of postponing not only leads to lost time and unmet obligations, but also escalates stress and anxiety. Consider an important project with a looming deadline. By delaying and cramming the work at the last moment, you invite unnecessary pressure, stress, and overwhelm. To combat this, it's essential to plan and execute tasks methodically. Breaking work into manageable segments and tackling them consistently is far more effective than a last-minute rush. Procrastination is antithetical to Stoic principles, leading to inefficiency and mental turmoil. We can overcome it through careful planning, self-discipline, and a steadfast focus on our responsibilities and values. To prevent falling into this trap, I advise against making commitments when swayed by strong emotions, particularly during moments of euphoria. Decisions made in the heat of emotion often lack clear, rational thought. Before committing, take time to reflect in solitude. Avoid making promises when overly joyful, and steer clear of impulsive decisions. The second habit, lying. Lying, a habit rooted in fear, ultimately entraps the liar in their own web of deceit. It undermines the core Stoic values of honesty and truth, essential pillars of a virtuous life. As Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This quote underscores the importance of integrity in our actions and words. Lying not only compromises our character, but also deteriorates the quality of our relationships, leading to a loss of trust that is hard to regain. The Stoics emphasized mutual trust and respect as foundational for healthy, enriching relationships. When we lie, we create an alternate reality, trapping ourselves in a complex, exhausting cycle of deception that breeds stress and anxiety. Consider the act of impulsively sharing sensationalist news on social media without verifying its authenticity. Upon realizing the news is false, feelings of deception and embarrassment arise. Moreover, by spreading this misinformation, you may have inadvertently influenced others' opinions and actions negatively. This habit of uncritically accepting information without verification hampers our ability to think critically, making us vulnerable to manipulation. In today's world, it's imperative to fact-check, evaluate sources, and most importantly, develop and trust our own judgment. Without this discernment, we risk being manipulated and exploited by others. In essence, to live a Stoic life, we must strive for truth and integrity, constantly challenging ourselves to rise above these common destructive habits. The third habit, poor communication skills. In today's world, the art of effective communication seems to be fading. We often witness conversations lacking depth, where people fail to engage genuinely or listen attentively. This decline in communication quality not only leads to superficial interactions, but also fosters misunderstandings and conflicts. The Stoics, known for their wisdom in harmonious living, emphasize the significance of clear and authentic communication in nurturing relationships. As Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This highlights the Stoic belief in the power of listening, a key component of effective communication. Poor communication skills can create barriers in expressing our needs and feelings, leading to dissatisfaction and resentment. The Stoics advocated for authenticity and meaningful self-expression, essential for enriching conversations. They understood that effective communication is not just about speaking, but also about creating a valuable exchange between individuals. To overcome this destructive habit, I suggest actively working on improving your communication skills. This includes expanding your vocabulary and engaging with enriching content. Practice active listening, where you focus more on understanding the speaker rather than preparing your response. This approach not only makes conversations more fluid, but also makes the other person feel heard and valued. By consistently practicing these skills, you can achieve excellence in communication, fostering stronger and more fulfilling relationships in both your personal and professional life. The fourth habit, constant comparison with others. In our journey through life, we often fall into the trap of incessantly comparing ourselves with others. This habit, deeply ingrained in our competitive nature, might seem harmless, but can significantly erode our self-esteem and life satisfaction. It's a common scenario, spotting someone with greater success, wealth, or talent, and feeling a sense of inadequacy. However, as the Stoics wisely advised, comparison is the thief of joy. Theodore Roosevelt. The essence of Stoicism lies in focusing on personal growth and cherishing our own achievements, rather than being caught in the endless cycle of comparison. When we constantly measure ourselves against others, we risk losing our unique identity and authenticity. This pursuit of matching or surpassing others' standards can lead us astray from our true selves. Remember, as Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Consider the workplace scenario, constantly comparing yourself to colleagues, feeling perpetually inadequate, and pushing yourself to the brink. This relentless pressure can culminate in burnout and a profound sense of unhappiness, distancing you from your authentic self. The destructive nature of constant comparison lies in its ability to detach us from our true identity and values. The moment of realization comes when we understand that constantly monitoring others' achievements is futile. We already possess what we need. If not, we have the capacity to seek it elsewhere. Embrace the wisdom that true contentment comes not from having everything, but from appreciating what we have and striving to be better than we were yesterday. As Marcus Aurelius aptly put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In summary, the path to a fulfilling life is paved with self-improvement and authenticity, not with endless comparisons. Let us strive to compete with ourselves, for our growth and contentment lie within our own journey, not in the shadow of others. The fifth habit is seeking external blame. In today's world, it's all too common for individuals to point fingers elsewhere when things go awry. This tendency to seek external blame is a pervasive habit, one that shifts the focus from self-accountability to external factors. Such a mindset strips us of our power and autonomy, as we inadvertently hand over the reins of our lives to others. The Stoics, wise in their understanding of human nature, taught us to discern between what lies within our control and what does not. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom rings true in the context of blame. By attributing our challenges to external sources, we distance ourselves from the crucial realization of our own agency. This habit not only fosters a victim mentality, but also cultivates emotional dependency, leaving us at the mercy of others for our emotional well-being. However, the Stoic path invites us to reclaim our personal responsibility. It encourages us to recognize and embrace the aspects of life we can influence, steering clear of the futile act of blaming others. We are indeed capable and responsible beings, called to acknowledge our behaviors and diligently work towards rectifying them. This journey is not about living flawlessly, but about striving for virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. I urge you to introspect and critically assess these tendencies in your life. Remember, as Epictetus, another Stoic sage, advised, no man is free who is not master of himself. It is in recognizing and unshackling the bonds that constrain us that we pave our path to freedom. Moral evolution is not about discarding all past beliefs, but about scrutinizing them to determine which to retain, which to let go, and which new principles to adopt. In the philosophy of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius penned a profound thought. When you find it difficult to get out of bed at dawn, remember this: I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain about if I'm going to do what I was born for? Or was I born to curl up under the covers and keep warm? This reflection encapsulates the essence of Stoic duty and purpose. Marcus Aurelius, in his self-dialogue, acknowledges the comfort of staying in bed, but challenges this notion with the example of nature's creatures: plants, birds, ants, spiders, and bees, each diligently performing their roles, contributing to a harmonious world. He questions, and you're not willing to do what is due of you as a human being? He then addresses the natural limits set on necessities like sleep, eating, and drinking, emphasizing that exceeding these limits is a sign of not loving ourselves truly. For if we did, we would embrace our nature and its demands. He compares this dedication to artists so absorbed in their craft that they neglect basic needs, valuing their work above all. Marcus Aurelius extends the concept of work beyond mere professional duties to encompass all actions essential to human life. This perspective urges us to take ownership of our time and deeds. He exemplifies this through his role as an emperor, where his actions were crucial for the well-being of the entire Roman Empire. This Stoic lesson is equally applicable to our lives. We are not meant to be passive like plants, but active and responsible as humans. The allure of fleeting pleasure should not overshadow our judgment. The true fulfillment comes from acting rightly and responsibly, from the satisfaction of completing our tasks. Marcus Aurelius reminds us of this in his diary, a lesson we too should remember, especially when facing the reluctance of a new day or the dread of a Monday. His words guide us: rise, act, and fulfill your duties, for our time is uncertain and precious. Greetings, fellow Stoic travelers. Have you ever wondered why some relationships feel like a breath of fresh air, while others seem to drain your energy? What if I told you that the ancient Stoics had a roadmap for identifying the types of people who could either elevate your journey or set you back? Intriguing, isn't it? Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wisely advised, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. You've likely heard the adage, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But have you ever considered this wisdom through the lens of Stoicism? Today we're diving deep into a topic that's crucial for anyone committed to the Stoic path: 7 types of people Stoicism warns us about. Avoid them. We'll explore who these individuals are and how they can derail your progress in Stoic philosophy. More importantly, we'll discuss strategies for navigating these challenging relationships without compromising your Stoic principles. Why should you care? Because the company you keep can either be a stepping stone or a stumbling block on your path to Stoic enlightenment. By the end of this video, you'll not only be able to identify these toxic influences, but also learn how to gracefully distance yourself from them. So, are you ready to fortify your Stoic journey by making wiser choices in your relationships? If so, stick around and let's delve into this enlightening discussion. And as always, feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Stay tuned, and let's embark on this enlightening voyage together. Have you ever felt like you're carrying a heavy cloud of negativity just because someone close to you can't stop complaining? If so, you're not alone, and Stoicism has some wisdom to share on how to navigate this. Type of people number 1. The complainer. The complainer. A ubiquitous figure in our lives, be it a friend, family member, or colleague. Their presence often feels like a perpetual rain cloud, casting a shadow over every interaction. It's not merely an annoyance. It's akin to an emotional tax depleting your reserves of patience and tranquility. Think of it as a leaky faucet, each droplet methodically draining your emotional reservoir. But remember, the Stoic way isn't about turning a blind eye, it's about confronting the issue with wisdom and courage. So how does one navigate the turbulent waters of dealing with a complainer, armed with the shield of Stoicism? Firstly, limit your exposure to them. This is not avoidance but a strategic retreat, a way to preserve your inner peace. Secondly, if avoiding them is not an option, mentally distance yourself during their tirades. Picture their complaints as a passing storm, boisterous yet ultimately impotent against the fortified walls of your inner citadel. Thirdly, steer the conversation towards actionable solutions. Stoicism teaches us to focus on the controllable aspects of our lives. Instead of getting entangled in their web of complaints, guide them towards a path of action, however small it may be. As the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." By embodying this Stoic tenet, you not only shield your mental sanctuary, but also cultivate a more constructive atmosphere. Your tranquility is not just a state of mind, it's a valuable asset. Guard it judiciously and you'll discover that even the most persistent complainers can scarcely dent your Stoic journey towards resilience and virtue. In conclusion, the next time you find yourself sharing space with a complainer, arm yourself with these Stoic strategies. They are not mere coping mechanisms, they are life lessons, timeless wisdom distilled into practical advice. By applying these principles, you maintain your emotional balance and might even serve as a beacon, inspiring the complainer to reconsider their outlook. After all, Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's challenges, it's about transforming them into stepping stones on your path to wisdom and virtue. Good type of people number 2, the drama magnet. Ever felt like you're a firefighter constantly putting out someone else's emotional fires? Welcome to the world of the drama magnet. These individuals are like emotional black holes, sucking you into their never-ending crises and conflicts. At first, you might mistake their energy for passion or enthusiasm, but don't be fooled. Being around them is like trying to sail through a hurricane, exhausting and perilous. The drama magnet's chaos is contagious. You may find yourself entangled in conflicts that you had no part in initiating. For instance, a friend who is always in a feud with someone else in your circle can pull you into their drama, making you an unwilling participant. Adopt the Stoic practice of reflective listening. Instead of offering advice or taking sides, simply mirror their words back to them. This allows you to offer emotional support without getting caught in their web of drama. Another Stoic strategy is to become selectively unavailable. Value your time and focus on your personal growth. Turn off your phone during specific hours and let it be known that you're not to be disturbed. As Seneca wisely said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Don't let your life be hijacked by someone else's drama. Steer your ship calmly, avoiding the whirlpools that threaten your journey towards personal growth and tranquility. By doing so, you not only preserve your peace, but also create a space for meaningful relationships and activities that genuinely deserve your time and energy. So, are you ready to sail smoothly through life? Type of people number 3, the naysayer. Ever felt like you're painting your life's masterpiece only to have someone throw a bucket of gray paint all over it? Meet type of people number 3, the naysayer. The naysayer. They're the ones who see a glass not just half empty but shattered on the floor. You're excited about a new venture, and they're quick to list a dozen reasons why it won't work. Sound familiar? Their words can be like a fog that clouds your vision, making you question your own judgment. So how do you navigate through this fog without losing your way? Solution 1, the advisory tactic. Next time, Instead of sharing your dreams, ask them for advice. People in advisory roles often shift from critics to collaborators. They're more likely to offer constructive feedback rather than just shooting down your ideas. Solution 2. Positive confrontation. Challenge their negativity. If they say, "You can't do it," counter with, "Interesting perspective. How would you suggest someone could?" This not only deflects their negativity but also opens the door for a more constructive conversation. Remember Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so we can listen twice as much as we speak. Listen, but don't absorb the negativity. Distinguish valuable advice from mere noise. Don't let naysayers turn your vibrant life into a dull landscape. Listen, reflect, and keep painting your life with the colors that resonate with you. After all, it's your masterpiece, not theirs. So, have you ever turned a naysayer into a supporter? How did you do it? Share your stories below to inspire others on their stoic journey. Type of people number 4, the perpetual victim. Ever felt like you're stuck in a never-ending soap opera where you're not the star but a sidekick to someone else's drama? Welcome to the world of the perpetual victim. This individual has mastered the art of blaming the universe for their woes. They're the ones who say, "Wait, why does this always happen to me?" Or, "I'm just unlucky, it's not my fault." While it's true that life throws curveballs at us, the perpetual victim uses these challenges as an eternal get-out-of-jail-free card. They avoid accountability like it's the plague. So how do you deal with such a person without losing your sanity? Stoicism teaches us the principle of compassionate detachment. Show empathy, but don't get entangled in their web of excuses. Offer a listening ear, but refrain from becoming their go-to problem solver. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." If you find yourself being pulled into their narrative, remember, you have the power to write your own story. Don't let their mindset dictate your actions or beliefs. In the chessboard of life, being perpetually in checkmate is often a choice, not a fate. Keep your pieces moving forward, make strategic sacrifices when necessary, and play not for revenge or pity, but for growth and wisdom. By doing so, you not only preserve your mental peace, but also become a beacon of resilience and empowerment for others. So, the next time you encounter a perpetual victim, remember these Stoic principles. They won't just save you time and emotional energy, they'll also enrich your life with wisdom and tranquility. Type of people number 5, the toxic positivist. The toxic positivist, you have met them. They're the ones who sprinkle your life with an overdose of sunshine, rainbows, and a parade of emojis. They're the self-appointed guardians of good vibes only, telling you to just be happy when you're navigating the stormy seas of life. Imagine your life as a lush, intricate garden. It has its blooming roses, but it also has its weeds and pests. The toxic positivist? They'll tell you to ignore everything but the roses. Why focus on the weeds when you can enjoy the flowers? They chirp. While their words may sound like an uplifting mantra, they can actually make you feel as if your emotions have been tossed aside, leaving you disconnected from your own reality. Let's say you're grappling with a heart-wrenching breakup. Their advice? Plenty of fish in the sea. Just keep smiling. This kind of relentless positivity glosses over the intricate tapestry of human emotions and the very real challenges life throws our way. So, how do you protect your emotional garden from being trampled by the toxic positivist's reckless sprinkling of good vibes only? One effective strategy is to engage them in a conversation that honors both the light and the shadow. If they tell you to look on the bright side, you can respond with, "Yes, I'm grateful for the good in my life, but it's also okay for me to acknowledge and feel my pain." Both can coexist. You can also harness what psychologists refer to as emotional granularity, the skill to identify and distinguish between a broad spectrum of emotions. When the toxic positivist urges you to just be happy, take a moment to recognize and label your nuanced feelings, saying, "I'm feeling melancholic today because of X, and that's perfectly okay," can be a liberating affirmation. Seneca once articulated, "True happiness is to understand our duties toward God and man, to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Notice the equilibrium here. Stoicism isn't about fixating solely on the positive or the negative. It's about navigating life's complexities with equanimity. The next time a toxic positivist showers their confetti of forced positivity over your well-tended emotional garden, take a step back. Remember, a garden needs both sunshine and rain to thrive. Embrace your full emotional spectrum and continue to nurture your inner world with the richness and complexity it rightfully deserves. This balanced approach not only enriches your life, but also makes you a beacon of authentic positivity. Type of people number 6, the manipulator. The puppet master. Don't let them pull your strings. Picture your life as a movie script, where you're the star, the director, and the scriptwriter. You've got a vision for your storyline, complete with plot twists, allies, mentors, and a grand finale. But wait, enter the manipulator, the shadowy figure who stealthily rewrites your script, derailing your life's narrative without you even noticing. The manipulator is a maestro of emotional and psychological chess. They employ tactics like flattery, guilt-tripping, or even deceit to steer you in a direction that serves their interests. Ever had a friend who always convinces you to foot the dinner bill saying, "You're so successful this won't matter to you, but it'll make my day"? Slowly but surely, you realize your generosity has been exploited, yet confronting them feels awkward because they framed it as a favor to a friend in need. Navigating the labyrinth of manipulation is no small feat. One effective strategy is fogging, a technique that involves acknowledging any truth in the manipulator's statements but resisting emotional coercion. If they say you're so successful you should cover dinner, a poised response could be, "You're right, I've been doing well, but let's split the bill as usual." Another tactic is to establish and enforce clear boundaries. If they ask for money or commitments you're uncomfortable with, assertively say no while maintaining a calm tone. "I can't lend money, but I can offer emotional support," sets a boundary while preserving the friendship. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, cautioned us, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." The manipulator thrives on your predictable reactions, your kindness, your guilt, your need for approval. By choosing to respond differently, you reclaim your narrative, your life, your script. If you discover a manipulator lurking in the wings of your life's stage, remember, you hold the pen. Your life's script should be guided by your values and decisions. Reclaim your narrative and don't let anyone else dictate your storyline. By doing so, you not only regain control, but also become a beacon of self-empowerment, inspiring others to do the same. Type of people number 7, the time vampire. Have you ever felt like your day was a well-orchestrated symphony, only to have it disrupted by a rogue musician? Enter the time vampire, the 7th type of person Stoicism warns us about. This individual doesn't necessarily have malicious intentions, but their disregard for your time can throw your entire day into disarray. They're the coworker who turns a quick chat into an hour-long monologue, or the friend who consistently cancels plans, leaving you with a void in your schedule and a sense of frustration. So how do you protect your time without appearing rude or unhelpful? The key is to set clear boundaries. When approached for help, you might say, "I can allocate 15 minutes to assist you, but after that I must return to my tasks." This approach not only sets a time limit, but also offers a helping hand. Another effective strategy is to foster independence. Instead of spoon-feeding them the solution, guide them toward finding it themselves. A simple, "Have you consulted the manual?" The answer might be in there, can empower them to take initiative, reducing their reliance on you. Stoicism, as a philosophy, places immense value on time management. Seneca, in his enlightening essay on the shortness of life, reminds us that it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. The time vampire often unintentionally contributes to this wastage. By establishing boundaries and promoting self-reliance, you not only safeguard your time but also enrich your life's melody. This allows you to live in harmony with Stoic principles, making the most of the precious time you have. After all, Your life's symphony deserves to be played without interruption. As we close this chapter on the 7 types of people Stoicism warns us about, let's not just be spectators of this ancient wisdom, but active participants in applying it. Stoicism isn't merely a subject to be studied. It's a way of life to be lived. Take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Are they serving your higher purpose? Or are they obstacles on your path to tranquility and virtue? Use the Stoic principles we've discussed to evaluate and, if necessary, recalibrate your social circle. The choices you make today will shape your tomorrow, so let the teachings of Stoicism be your compass. If you found value in this video and believe it could benefit others, please consider giving it a like, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to Stoic in Your Life for more insights. Your comments and suggestions are not just welcomed, they're encouraged. Let's build a community where we can all grow and thrive in the Stoic way of life. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may you live a life of wisdom, courage, and serenity. Seneca once said, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." Procrastination, a formidable adversary in our quest for self-mastery and accomplishment, lurks in the shadows of our daily lives. It's a silent burglar, surreptitiously robbing us of our most valuable asset, time. But fear not, for Stoicism arms us with a robust framework to conquer this foe. It teaches us to cultivate a profound understanding and unwavering control over our actions. Through Stoicism, we can illuminate the path to overcoming procrastination. In today's episode, we're going to unveil 5 powerful Stoic strategies to vanquish the ghost of delay. These techniques are not just theoretical musings. They are practical tools that can transform your approach to life and help you reclaim the reins of your time. So, if you're ready to break free from the chains of procrastination and step into a life of purpose and action, join me as we embark on this enlightening journey. One, mastering control to overcome procrastination. In our quest to conquer procrastination, the first step is understanding our sphere of control. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, guides us through the challenges of delay and indecision. Consider the Stoic wisdom. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By Seneca. This is akin to understanding what's within our control. Imagine a serene lake, its calm surface, a mirror to the sky. Throwing a stone disrupts this tranquility, creating ripples beyond our control. Similarly, in life, some aspects are like the stone, directly within our control, while others, like the ripples, are not. Our daily hours are the stones we can shape. Procrastination, the subtle thief, diverts our attention to the uncontrollable ripples, the missed opportunities, and looming diddliness. It falsely promises future chances, but as Stoics teach, lost time is never regained. The ripples of delay lure us from action into anxiety and regret, trapping us in a cycle of past procrastination and future fears. However, there's hope in this realization. By focusing on the present task, we reclaim control from procrastination. Every task becomes an opportunity to exercise our will, choosing action over delay. Reflect on this. What distractions have shifted your focus from your immediate tasks? What have you postponed to an indefinite later? Mindfulness is our guide back to control, urging us to live in the present and tackle each task with clarity, free from the shadow of procrastination. It's an active engagement, a conscious choice to own the present moment. As you act, relish the control and satisfaction it brings. Envision your actions today as waves of determination, each pushing you further from procrastination's grasp. Are you ready to break free from procrastination and steer your life with purpose? Your journey begins with understanding control, distinguishing between what's in your hands and what's not. It's a journey of empowerment, mastering the discipline of action in a world filled with unpredictability. Let the essence of control be your foundation in battling procrastination, and watch as the tides of delay recede before your unwavering resolve. 2. The awakening. Exercising mindfulness to overcome procrastination. In our journey to conquer procrastination, we often overlook a powerful realm that's always within our reach, the realm of the present moment. This awakening, though seemingly ordinary, holds the key to overcoming the shadows of delay and hesitation. Imagine embarking on an inward exploration, where the present moment becomes your sanctuary amidst the chaos of life. Consider the typical distractions that lead to procrastination: the pressure of looming deadlines, the haunting memories of past failures, and the daunting uncertainties of the future. These elements pull us away from the present, plunging us into a sea of postponement and worry. However, each task we face is more than just a chore. It's an opportunity to fully engage with life and discover our true potential. Recall a time when your mind was completely absorbed in a task. Remember the tranquility, the sense of empowerment, and the deep satisfaction that followed. This is the essence of mindfulness. When approaching a task, take a moment to observe your thoughts. Are they drifting towards past regrets or future worries, or are they focused on the present action? Mindfulness is the art of taming our wandering minds, anchoring them to the task at hand. It involves engaging with each task not just as a means to an end, but as an end in itself. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. You are here, in the now. This simple yet profound realization is often overlooked. Every task, no matter how big or small, is an opportunity to experience this reality. When cleaning, feel the brush's rhythm against the floor, transforming dirt into cleanliness. When writing, let your thoughts flow into words, creating expressions and painting vivid images. Immersing yourself in the act of doing allows you to witness the outcomes emerging from your efforts. Mindfulness is not about escaping reality, but engaging with it more deeply. It's a celebration of our capacity to act, to make a difference, to rise above the temptations of procrastination. It transforms each moment of action into a reflection of our limitless potential. Procrastination feeds on our disengagement, on our mind's tendency to wander everywhere but the task at hand. It seduces us with the illusion of endless tomorrows, distracting us from the treasures of today. However, with a mindful spirit, we can break this illusion. We regain control of our focus, navigating through distractions towards the shores of achievement. As you embrace mindfulness, you'll notice procrastination's grip weakening. The chains of delay break apart under the vibrant, resilient spirit of the present moment. Are you ready to engage in each task with a heart full of mindfulness, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary, and dispelling the shadows of procrastination with the bright light of the present? Every action, infused with mindfulness, is a step towards freeing ourselves from procrastination's hold. This isn't just a practice, it's a lifelong journey of self-discovery and realizing the vast potential of what we can accomplish when we are fully present. Lecture 3. The Silent Toll. Understanding the true cost of procrastination. In life's bustling marketplace, every decision has its price. Procrastination, a stealthy traitor, often slips unnoticed, its costs hidden until they balloon into a mountain of missed opportunities. This cost isn't just a number, it's measured in lost time, unrealized potential, and strained relationships. As Seneca wisely said, while we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away. Have we considered the true cost of every moment lost to procrastination? Each day brings a treasure trove of moments, each second, a gem waiting to be polished by our actions. Yet when procrastination takes the wheel, it diverts us from achievement to the void of what-ifs. Think of the echoes of missed opportunities, the unsung notes of potential, the stifled melody of success. Our emotions, productivity, and creativity are left unexpressed, longing for release. Have you seen your potential's reflection in a still moment only to watch it dissolve under procrastination's breeze? Our relationships suffer too. Every moment lost in delay is a missed opportunity for connection, understanding, and compassion. Consider the impact on your loved ones, their smiles waiting for your full engagement. Let's not just acknowledge this cost superficially, but truly understand it. Feel the weight of every lost moment, the unexplored emotions, the unachieved goals. Let this awareness not be a burden, but a spark for change. A determination born from awareness, refined through reflection, and sharpened by action. Transmute the lead of procrastination into the gold of action. Are you prepared to transform the heavy lead of procrastination into the shining gold of action? To reclaim the precious currency of time from the grasp of delay? Picture a life where each new day greets you with the enthusiasm of engagement, where the melody of untapped potential plays through the halls of your efforts. Every moment is a seed of opportunity, and every action is the nurturing ground. Procrastination acts like a frost, hindering the growth of your aspirations, but awareness and action are like the sun and rain, essential for the flourishing of your goals. Standing at the precipice of the present, the true cost of procrastination becomes glaringly apparent, its deceptive veil lifted. It's a quiet echo in your mind, a subtle nudge at your heart, urging you to take control of the now, to honor the invaluable gift of time with the dedication of action. With each pulse of determination, feel the constraints of procrastination fall away, revealing a vast horizon of possibilities ripe for your discovery. As you embark on this journey, let the shadow of procrastination become a faint memory, lost in the bright dawn of action and fulfillment. In the art of achieving success, setting clear, defined goals is like crafting a masterpiece in the theater of life. Each ambition we hold is like a script waiting to be brought to life through action. However, amidst the noise of daily tasks and the alluring lure of procrastination, these scripts often remain untouched, their stories untold. In today's fast-paced world where distractions are plentiful and time feels increasingly scarce, the lesson of transforming procrastination into action is more relevant than ever. To our audience, remember that each day brings a new opportunity to make a difference in your life. Embrace the principles of Stoicism by focusing on what you can control, your actions and responses. Start small, set achievable goals, and gradually build up your momentum. By doing so, you not only enrich your own life but also set a powerful example for those around you. Let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you in turning the ordinary into the extraordinary, and in doing so, find deeper meaning and satisfaction in your daily endeavors. 4. Define clear goals. In the realm of Stoicism, the art of setting clear goals is akin to the journey of a seasoned navigator charting a course through the vast and often tumultuous sea of life. This act of goal setting is not just a task, it's an art form, reminiscent of a sculptor meticulously chiseling away at marble to reveal the hidden masterpiece within. In a similar vein, when we define clear, actionable goals, we are effectively sculpting our future, chipping away at the vagueness and indecision that often cloud our path to achievement. Each stroke of clarity in goal setting reveals a more distinct contour of our aspirations, much like a sculptor revealing the form of his creation. This process transforms our nebulous desires into tangible objectives, etching a clear pathway to our dreams. Recall a moment in your life when a well-defined goal lifted you from the quagmire of delay and set you on the fertile grounds of action. A true goal is more than a mere destination. It's a compass, a guiding star in the night sky of distractions, providing rhythm and focus to our endeavors, and silencing the cacophony of procrastination. The more precise the goal, the more powerfully it resonates within the chambers of our motivation, drowning out the siren calls of delay. Think of the exhilaration that comes with reaching a milestone, the harmonious symphony of a goal achieved that resonates through your very being. A well-crafted goal also acts as a mirror, reflecting not only our deepest desires, but also our untapped potential and capabilities. It challenges us to rise above the mediocrity that procrastination breeds, to stretch the sinews of our potential, and to stride confidently towards the zenith of our accomplishments. Consider how often you've found yourself lost in the labyrinth of procrastination, only to find your way out guided by the torch of a well-defined goal. As you stand at the threshold of your aspirations, Take a moment to delineate your goals, giving them shape, form, and voice. Feel the transformative shift as the haze of procrastination disperses, revealing the emerging silhouette of your ambitions. Each definite goal is a step towards freeing yourself from the clutches of procrastination, a stride towards the amphitheater of realization, where your aspirations resound in the annals of accomplishment. Are you prepared to engage in the profound act of setting defined goals, to redirect the helm of your focus from the tempest of procrastination towards the horizons of achievement? With each clear goal you set, you sketch not just a roadmap to success, but also craft a narrative of empowerment, a saga of triumph over the veils of procrastination. As you embark on this journey, let each milestone you reach compose the melody of fulfillment, a tune that serenades the essence of your potential, resonating with the Stoic wisdom that guides your path. 5. The power of gratitude in overcoming procrastination. In our journey through life, we often encounter the snares of procrastination, which obscure our view of the opportunities ahead. It's in these moments that the power of gratitude shines brightest, cutting through delays and guiding us towards action and growth. As Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Have you ever stopped to appreciate a moment, seeing it as a chance to act, learn, and grow? Gratitude is more than just saying thanks. It's recognizing and valuing the gifts life offers, which we often overlook. It's a perspective that highlights possibilities and encourages us to embrace the present. Standing at the brink of action, do you feel gratitude nudging you forward? Every task is a gift, an opportunity to reveal our potential and advance ourselves. When procrastination tries to hold us back, gratitude weaves a motivating force that drives us onward. Remember a time when gratitude broke the hold of procrastination, leading to a day of active engagement? Embrace gratitude. Let it be the light that dispels procrastination and the wind that fuels your motivation. By valuing each chance to act, learn, and grow, you create an environment where actions flourish, free from delay. How often do you thank the chance to act and recognize the growth each task offers? Gratitude is more than a feeling. It's a cultivated practice, a song of the heart that aligns us with the rhythm of action, silencing procrastination. With each expression of gratitude, feel the constraints of delay lifting, liberating your ambitions. Are you prepared to embrace gratitude, allowing it to guide you from procrastination to achievement? As you start this journey, let gratitude be your guide, steering you through procrastination storms to the calm of action. Let each act of thanks illuminate your path, leading you to a place where procrastination is merely a passing shadow in the bright sky of gratitude-driven action. Procrastination is one of the biggest bad habits that disrupts the path of personal development for everyone. Therefore, according to Bill Gates and Elon Musk, the only method to defeat procrastination is to establish a comprehensive plan every day. Bill Gates and Elon Musk are two of the biggest and most influential names in the global technology industry. In 1975, billionaire Bill Gates and his associates founded Microsoft Software, sparking a computer revolution for all of humanity. Currently, he has focused most of his time on charitable work around the world. Additionally, Elon Musk is regarded as a genius in the global technology industry because his inventions have comprehensively changed the field of technology, such as PayPal, supporting payment and money transfer services over the internet, and companies like Tesla and SpaceX, specializing in designing and building rockets. When asked about time management and methods to handle numerous tasks each day, both of these successful men affirmed that the only habit that helps them organize their work is to build a specific plan for the day or even at any necessary moment. Therefore, billionaires Bill Gates and Elon Musk always force themselves to adhere to a schedule in every 5-minute interval each hour. Why is it necessary to create such a detailed and complex plan every day? According to researchers and the work experience of these billionaires, dividing plans into small time intervals helps improve productivity effectively and brings about breakthroughs in work. Specifically, having a detailed and in-depth plan will make you more responsible for each task. You only have 5, 10, or 15 minutes for each task, so You will have to try your best to think and complete them within the allotted time. This may make you feel pressured and uncomfortable while working. However, it is this pressure that will force you to step out of your comfort zone and work truly and wholeheartedly. Especially after seeing the results after a day of work, you will be more interested in this planning because you have accomplished more than you expected. In addition, before creating a dense plan of tasks to do every day, you should spend time learning about effective working methods or changing work habits to better suit your own schedule. From there, you can adjust and arrange tasks reasonably to avoid fatigue or excessive stress at work. At the same time, you should also arrange time to rest between continuous working periods to help the brain relax and be more creative and effective. In our journey through life, we often find ourselves at a crossroads, battling the silent yet formidable foe of procrastination. It's like what Lao Tzu once said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." This journey starts with understanding that procrastination isn't just about delaying tasks. It's a dance with our fears, our overwhelm, and our quest for perfection. Remember, as Shakespeare penned, our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. In the face of such doubts, it's crucial to break our monumental tasks into smaller, manageable pieces, making the beginning less daunting. Setting clear, achievable goals lights our path, as Antoine de Saint-Exupéry wisely noted. A goal without a plan is just a wish. By creating structured schedules and eliminating distractions, we build a fortress against the lures of procrastination. It's about embracing the wisdom of J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote, "Little by little, one travels far." And in this journey, let's not forget to reward ourselves, for as Charles Dickens observed, no one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. This path also involves seeking accountability, sharing our aspirations with others. Much like Helen Keller's insight, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. As we embark on this quest, let's remember that it's not about achieving perfection, but about making progress. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Each small step we take is a stride away from the shadows of procrastination and into the light of productivity and fulfillment. So, let's take that step today, for as the ancient adage goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. As we draw this journey to a close, remember that the principles of Stoicism are not just philosophical musings, but practical tools for everyday life. You have been equipped with the knowledge to conquer procrastination, to seize the day with vigor and purpose. Reflect on the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, and consider how their wisdom can illuminate your path to action and fulfillment. I invite you now to take a moment and ponder. How will you apply these Stoic principles to overcome procrastination in your daily life? What specific steps will you take to ensure that each day is lived with intention and virtue? Share your strategies and insights in the comments below. Let's create a vibrant community where we support and inspire each other to live our best lives, free from the shackles of delay and indecision. Together, we can build a life of purpose, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Subscribe to the channel for more insights into how these ancient teachings can be applied to our modern world. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to practice Stoicism and transform our lives for the better. Let's embark on this path of growth and happiness together. We're types of people that you should never help. Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius once reminded us, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. You, my friend, are already on that path, always ready to lend a helping hand. But what if I told you that your noble intentions could sometimes be in vain? That there are people out there who, no matter how much you try, remain impervious to your help. Epicurus once said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. It's a hard pill to swallow, but even the most well-intentioned acts can fall flat when directed at the wrong individuals. All the goodwill in the world can't change someone's situation, especially when that person doesn't show the will or ability to change. Stick around as we delve into the 8 types of people you should think twice about helping. These are individuals who, for various reasons, may be beyond the reach of even the most heartfelt assistance. Number 1. People who live behind the veil of self-deception. First, listen to the following story. One afternoon, there was a fox strolling through the forest when it spotted a bunch of grapes hanging from a high branch. The fox salivated so much that drool spilled out from the sides of its mouth. "This will quench my thirst," it thought. Stepping back a few paces, the fox leaped up but failed to reach the grapes, grasping only the vine leaves. Once again, the fox took a few steps back and tried to reach the bunch but still failed. The fox tried every possible way but still could not reach the grapes. Finally, giving up, the fox tilted its nose up and said, "They're probably just sour grapes anyway," and then just walked away. The lesson: it's easy to disdain what you cannot have. Some people, when they cannot obtain something, quickly dismiss it as worthless. The reality is often that it's due to their own limitations they cannot obtain it, but they make excuses, deceiving themselves to justify their failure. Have you ever wondered why some people adamantly refuse to see the world as it is, even when the facts are staring them right in the face? Could you be one of them? Let's explore this through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Self-deception is a fascinating yet perilous mental trap, one that starkly contrasts with Stoic principles of sincerity and self-awareness. This is what self-deception is like: creating a distorted reality to avoid confronting the truth. The crux of the issue lies in how these individuals perceive the world. Their minds have become unreliable narrators, filtering facts through a lens so warped that they genuinely believe their version of reality is the only truth. It's not that they intend to deceive, rather, they are captives of their own skewed perceptions. Approaching these individuals is like trying to convince someone that the sky is blue when they are adamant it's green. They'll counter with illogical arguments, and even when you point directly at the sky, they'll find a way to justify their distorted view. The only real hope for change comes when they acknowledge their issue, often requiring the intervention of a skilled psychological professional. By understanding the pitfalls of self-deception, we can strive for a life of greater sincerity and self-awareness, as advocated by Stoic philosophy. So take a moment to reflect. Are you seeing the world as it truly is, or are you a prisoner of your own perceptions? Your journey toward self-improvement starts with this crucial self-examination. Number 2. Advantageous people. Altruism, the highest expression of empathy, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It's our innate human ability to step into another's shoes, to understand their struggles, fears, and anxieties. This empathetic lens allows us to view the world without judgment, inspiring us to alleviate the burdens of others. However, not everyone who seeks your help does so with pure intentions. There are individuals who cunningly exploit your altruistic nature for their own gain. They masquerade as friends in need. How can you discern their motives? Observe their approach to life. Genuine friends seek your assistance only when absolutely necessary, while opportunists frequently request favors, often for tasks they could easily accomplish themselves. Initially, they might flatter you, saying, "You're such a good friend. Could you help me with this favor?" While it's perfectly acceptable to ask for help occasionally, these individuals will exploit your kindness relentlessly. They show no regard for your time and effort. The irony is that even when you're reluctant to assist them, you find yourself succumbing to their emotional manipulation. These opportunists excel in playing the victim, making you feel selfish for refusing to help. In reality, they are the epitome of selfishness. Our Stoic recommendation is to liberate yourself from the clutches of such individuals without a shred of guilt. Remember Marcus Aurelius's wisdom: the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. By recognizing and distancing yourself from these opportunists, you not only protect your well-being but also uphold the true essence of Stoic altruism. Reflect on this, and may it guide you in your interactions. fostering a community that values genuine empathy and altruism. Number 3, people who can't see beyond their own noses. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Marcus Aurelius. People who can't see beyond the tip of their own noses, they're the ones who believe the universe orbits around them, and that they're the epicenter of all happenings. Ever found yourself in a conversation with someone like this? You might say, "Traffic is getting unbearable in our city," only for them to retort, "Well, I've never had an issue, so it can't be that bad." Or perhaps you've shared the excitement of landing a new job, only to have them hijack the conversation, lamenting about how miserable and unstimulating their own job is. It's as if they have a knack for vacuuming the joy out of your life, leaving you deflated every time you attempt to share good news. In these moments, what was once a dialogue becomes a monologue, centered on their feelings, their experiences. Your opinions, your well-being, they all take a back seat. If you're trying to elevate someone who has no interest in rising, no amount of pushing will make them ascend. Conversely, if you aim to climb the ladder of life but find yourself weighed down by such individuals, they can indeed pull you down. The only antidote is to distance yourself from such toxicity. So, are you ready to challenge the self-centered individuals in your life and inspire a more empathetic world? Remember, as Marcus Aurelius wisely said, happiness starts within you. Don't let anyone steal that from you. Number 4, people who don't take responsibility. These individuals are masters at dodging responsibility, and they're not just hurting themselves, they're affecting everyone around them. They are the artists of blame shifting, always ready with an excuse that conveniently excludes them from any accountability. Wrong place, wrong time, they'll say, as if fate alone governs their lives. The Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of self-analysis and humility for personal and moral growth. We are the architects of our destiny. Yet these individuals seem to be in a perpetual state of denial. They believe that their actions exist in a vacuum, impacting no one but themselves. Or worse, they're indifferent to the ripple effects of their actions. When things go awry, they're quick to point fingers at external circumstances. The phrase, "It's not my fault," is their mantra. When they fail to meet their goals, they're quick to make excuses and blame everyone but themselves. Whether it's failing a test, crashing their car, or living in a messy home, the fault always lies elsewhere, never within. So, what should you do with someone who never owns up to their mistakes? The Stoic wisdom advises caution. By attempting to help them, you risk becoming their next scapegoat. These individuals are not interested in growth. They're interested in excuses. They're not just digging a hole for themselves, they're trying to pull you in with them. In the journey of life, especially through the lens of Stoicism, taking responsibility is not just an option, it's a necessity. If you find yourself entangled with someone who refuses to do so, perhaps it's time to reconsider the investment of your time and energy. After all, Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on what we can control, and sometimes that means knowing when to walk away. Have you ever dealt with someone who shuns responsibility? How did you handle it? Let's open up this discussion and learn from each other's experiences. Number 5, people with no vision for the future. Ever felt the agony of watching someone you care about squander their incredible talents? It's like watching a bird with clipped wings, unable to soar. While living in the present is crucial, it's equally important to have a vision for the future. The present moment is the stepping stone to the future you desire. The issue isn't a lack of skill or talent, it's a lack of vision. These individuals often possess a multitude of skills but are paralyzed by their inability to envision a future. The key to unlocking their potential isn't teaching them something new, but inspiring them to apply what they already know. The Stoics believed that the pursuit of a better life is a hallmark of virtue. Without it, you're susceptible to a downward spiral of negative emotions, with anxiety being one of the most debilitating. If you're struggling with anxiety and yearning for a more fulfilling life, the Stoic philosophy offers a way out. Click the link in the first comment to discover how to conquer anxiety, the Stoic way. Number 6, people who only see the negative side of life. Is your mind a sanctuary of serenity or a theater of toxicity? The answer might surprise you. In the grand theater of life, there are those who revel in the darkness, casting shadows on the Stoics' sanctuary of serenity, resilience, and gratitude. But what if I told you that the key to a balanced mind lies in embracing both the light and the dark? It's human nature to encounter storms of anger, frustration, and powerlessness. Yet there's a stark difference between weathering these storms and choosing to drown in them. When you fixate solely on life's adversities, you're not just clouding your own sky, you're missing out on the breathtaking sunsets that life gifts us. Now you might know someone who's a virtuoso in this art of negativity. Offering them a helping hand feels like pouring water into a bottomless pit. For every solution you offer, they conjure a new problem as if their life is a never-ending. They complain about never-ending bills, unruly children, absent partners, and soul-sucking jobs. But here's the million-dollar question. Can you truly help someone who's a perpetual complainer? Do they even want help? Before you deplete your reservoir of energy, pause and reflect. Let them journey through their own labyrinth of negativity. Perhaps time will be their greatest teacher. Instead, channel your valuable energy towards those who genuinely seek your wisdom and are eager to grow. Number 7. People who believe that they are never the problem. Why blaming others is a trap you need to escape now. Ever wondered why some people seem to be perpetually stuck in a cycle of negativity, always pointing fingers at the world around them? Well, they're missing out on a life-changing Stoic principle. The only thing we truly have control over is our own reactions and attitudes. That's right. Not the events or circumstances, but how we respond to them. The only thing you sometimes have control over is perspective. You don't have control over your situation, but you have a choice about how you view it. Chris Pine. So, how do you help someone who's convinced that the universe is conspiring against them? Someone who's blind to their own shortcomings, believing they're already perfect? The harsh reality is, they're trapped in a self-imposed prison of denial. Whether it's a lack of friends, an unhealthy lifestyle, or career setbacks, they've got an external scapegoat for everything. The truth is, these individuals are missing out on the most crucial step towards self-improvement: self-awareness. They're convinced that the world is the problem, not them. But here's the kicker. Life has a way of teaching us whether we're ready for the lesson or not. Sooner or later, the universe will serve them a reality check they can't ignore. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Platt. If you still feel compelled to help such a person, sometimes the best teacher is experience itself. Let life's hard knocks awaken them to their own folly. After all, wisdom often comes dressed in the garb of adversity. Number 8. People who believe that the world owes them something. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a solution to the self-centered mindset that plagues many in our society. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." This wisdom teaches us to live in harmony with nature and earn our worth through merit, not entitlement. In today's world, some are caught in a bubble of self-importance, mistaking kindness for weakness and expecting special treatment based on superficial traits. Mark Twain aptly noted, "Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see." Yet those who offer help are often manipulated by these narcissistic individuals. The remedy is not to change others, but to set boundaries and take responsibility for our actions. As Robin Sharma said, "Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end." Stoicism encourages us to foster meaningful relationships and live a virtuous life, not just to survive, but to thrive. It's a journey towards resilience, purpose, and fulfillment. As we conclude today's enlightening journey through the topic of 8 types of people that you should never help, let's not forget that Stoicism isn't just a philosophy to be studied, it's a way of life to be lived. I invite you to take these Stoic principles to heart and apply them in your daily interactions. Remember, a resilient mind is not built in a day, but through consistent practice and reflection. If you found value in this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement not only enriches our Stoic community but also helps others discover these timeless teachings. Share this video far and wide, and let's collectively strive for personal growth and happiness. Thank you for being a part of this Stoic journey. Until next time, stay resilient and reflective. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Balthazar Gracian. Have you ever pondered how some individuals not only endure but thrive under pressure, exhibiting remarkable wisdom and resilience? Ever wished to master the art of maintaining composure and strategic thinking, regardless of the circumstances? If your answer is yes, you've arrived at the perfect destination. Today's video unveils the secrets of Stoic wisdom, a philosophy that empowers you to outsmart everyone around you. In this insightful journey, we're delving into 10 Stoic keys that will elevate your mental fortitude and strategic acumen. We will uncover timeless principles and practical tactics that will amplify your ability to navigate life's challenges, making decisions with clarity and foresight. Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's the art of living wisely and well in a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable. So, if you're geared up to unlock a new realm of intellectual and emotional mastery, stay with us. Together, we'll embark on a transformative journey, exploring these 10 keys to unlock a profound level of understanding and strategy in every aspect of your life. Prepare to embark on an enlightening adventure of self-discovery and practical wisdom. Number 1. Fostering curiosity, the first key to outsmarting others. In the quest to outsmart others, the first and foremost step is to foster a relentless sense of curiosity. Consider curiosity as the beacon that lights your path through the intricate labyrinth of knowledge. This persistent pursuit of understanding and knowledge is what distinctly sets apart the wise from the rest. Imagine being a university student engrossed in a history class. The professor introduces a novel topic in ancient history, unfamiliar to you. Instead of passively absorbing the information, you delve deep, questioning the causes, implications, and the underlying reasons behind the actions of ancient civilizations. Your quest for knowledge doesn't halt with the class. It extends to reading extensively, engaging in online forums, and exploring various resources. This proactive approach not only enriches your understanding of the subject, but also broadens your perspective, allowing you to see the intricate connections between past and present. Curiosity propels you to constantly question the why and how of things, challenging you to venture beyond the accepted norms and beliefs. Each inquiry you make is a step towards expanding your intellectual horizon. It's not merely about accumulating facts, it's about achieving a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the world. Curiosity is your compass in the journey of knowledge, guiding you through the enigmas of the universe, the intricacies of human biology, and the complexities of psychology. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This statement encapsulates the essence of curiosity, the courage to challenge and explore the unknown. To cultivate this trait, begin by observing the world with a sense of wonder, as if witnessing it for the first time. Question the unfamiliar, seek answers, and immerse yourself in a diverse range of subjects. Embrace different cultures, engage in new experiences, and maintain an open mind. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, this approach is invaluable. It not only enriches your intellectual capacity but also equips you with the wisdom to navigate life's complexities. Remember, nurturing curiosity is akin to igniting the flame of knowledge. It is the first step on your journey to outsmarting everyone else. Number 2. The art of broadening your mind through diverse reading. Imagine opening a door to a vast universe of wisdom, where every book is a window to new worlds, experiences, and ideas. This is the art of reading widely, a journey that takes you across time and space, offering access to the collective wisdom of countless generations and varied cultures. It's like holding a passport that grants you entry into the minds of the greatest thinkers and the heart of civilizations long gone. The realm of reading is vast, encompassing everything from the mysteries of quantum physics to the emotional depths of a well-crafted novel, from the annals of history to the flights of fantasy and fiction. Each page turned is a step towards expanding your understanding and perspective. As you dive into these diverse subjects, you're not just reading words, you're exercising your brain, sharpening your intellect. Reading not only enhances your vocabulary and language skills, essential for clear and impactful communication, but it also ignites your imagination, spurs creativity, and fosters critical thinking. It's a way to see the world through others' eyes, to walk in their shoes, and to understand the tapestry of human experience across different cultures. History's most influential minds were often voracious readers, drawing wisdom and inspiration from the pages of books. Emulating their example, you too can unlock new dimensions of your intellect, gaining an edge in a world where knowledge is power. But remember, extensive reading is more than a habit. It's a journey of continuous discovery and intellectual enrichment. Start by crafting a diverse reading list that spans various subjects: science, art, history, business, and beyond. The key is variety, ensuring a rich and varied diet of perspectives and insights. Once your reading list is ready, dedicate time regularly for this pursuit. Treat these moments as sacred, a time for reflection and growth through the chosen literature. Relish the process, letting the knowledge from these pages seep into your being. To enhance this experience, consider joining book clubs or discussion groups. Such communities offer a space for sharing ideas and insights, allowing you to learn from others and discover new reading materials through recommendations. In our information-rich era, being a wide reader sets you apart, nurturing a deep well of knowledge within you. It's a path to outsmarting the ordinary, continually feeding your mind with the richness of literature and ideas. As Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We should hunt out the helpful pieces of teaching and the spirited and noble-minded sayings which are capable of immediate practical application, not far-fetched or archaic expressions or extravagant metaphors and figures of speech, and learn them so well that words become works. Embrace the diversity and wealth of the literary world, and in doing so, evolve into a more enlightened, intellectually robust version of yourself." Number 3, the power of a growth mindset. In our third key to outsmarting everyone with Stoicism, we delve into the power of a growth mindset. Imagine this as a garden within you, where your abilities, knowledge, and awareness are the seeds. These seeds can flourish through your efforts, learning, and persistence. A growth mindset isn't just about believing in your potential. It's about embracing the rocky soil of challenges and difficulties as fertile ground for learning. When faced with the prospect of failure or struggle, you don't shy away. Instead, you step forward with determination and courage, understanding that failure is not a setback but a natural, essential part of your learning journey. This mindset isn't just about personal development, it's also about innovation and skill enhancement. It involves exploring new territories of knowledge, sharpening your existing skills, and being open to acquiring new ones. A crucial aspect here is how you receive feedback. With a growth mindset, feedback isn't a threat but a golden opportunity for learning and self-improvement. You recognize that wisdom and knowledge often come from those around you, and you're eager to gather it. Suppose you're a student or an early career professional and you face a significant setback, like failing an important exam. Instead of sinking into discouragement, you see this failure as a stepping stone. You don't avoid the challenge. You face it head-on, learning from your mistakes and seeking resources and working harder to fortify your knowledge and skills. This approach transforms a moment of failure into a cornerstone of success. You become more confident, and what once was a stumbling block now becomes a valuable life lesson. This mindset isn't confined to academics or career. It's a philosophy you carry into every aspect of life, paving the way for future triumphs. Moreover, a growth mindset empowers you to set ambitious goals and persistently work towards them. You're not held back by self-doubt or negative thinking. Instead, you're propelled by the belief in your ability to navigate challenges and achieve greatness. Embracing this mindset means stepping out of your comfort zone, welcoming uncertainty, and being prepared for both challenges and failures. Remember, it's through these very challenges that you stretch your limits and unlock your true potential. To enrich this with a Stoic perspective, let's turn to the story of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who, born into slavery, faced unimaginable challenges. Yet he embraced these hardships as opportunities for growth, eventually gaining his freedom and becoming one of the most influential Stoic thinkers. His journey exemplifies the growth mindset, teaching us that our circumstances don't define us, our responses to them do. In conclusion, embrace a growth mindset as your guiding star, see challenges as opportunities, feedback as a gift, and failures as lessons. Step out of your comfort zone, set ambitious goals, and relentlessly pursue them. Like Epictetus, transform your trials into triumphs. This is the path to not just outsmarting others, but also to crafting a life of resilience, wisdom, and success. Number 4, learn from experience. Learning from experience, a cornerstone of personal growth and intelligence, is a journey that transforms every success and failure into a valuable lesson. This process of extracting wisdom from life's myriad experiences significantly shapes your intelligence and personal development. Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This sentiment resonates deeply with the concept of learning from experience. One crucial lesson from experience is the redefinition of failure. Far from being a negative endpoint, failure is often where the most profound lessons are unearthed. When faced with setbacks, view them as opportunities for introspection and learning. Analyze what went awry and ponder over alternative approaches for future endeavors. This mindset of continuous improvement and self-assessment is pivotal in your journey towards wisdom. Similarly, successes are not mere occasions for celebration but are rich with lessons. Delve into the reasons behind your triumphs. What decisions and strategies led to these positive outcomes? Understanding the mechanics of your successes allows you to replicate effective strategies in various facets of life. Adaptability, another key aspect of learning from experience, is crucial in an ever-evolving world. The willingness to modify methods and strategies in response to new experiences keeps you at the forefront of personal development. Curiosity is the fuel for this journey. Maintain an open mind and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Engage in active questioning, seek diverse perspectives, and listen to others. The broader your curiosity, the more expansive your learning from each experience. Consider the scenario of a project manager in a software company. Despite diligent efforts, a significant project delay occurs. Initially perceived as a failure, a deeper analysis reveals valuable lessons about realistic planning and adaptability to changing requirements. By embracing these insights and asking critical questions, you transform a setback into a learning opportunity, enhancing your skills in project management and problem solving. This example underscores the value of an open mindset and the pursuit of improvement, even in the face of challenges. Moreover, learning from experience isn't confined to your personal journey. Observing and absorbing the life stories, advice, and experiences of others, such as mentors or close friends, can offer invaluable insights applicable to your own life. In essence, learning from experience is a fundamental key to becoming smarter and wiser. Each experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your growth and personal evolution. A commitment to self-reflection, adaptability, curiosity, and learning from others sets you on a path of continuous improvement and expanding intelligence. Embrace every experience as a stepping stone to learning and advancement, integrating these lessons into the fabric of your life. Number 5, embracing the power of an open mind. Imagine yourself as a vessel, ever expanding, ever evolving. This is the essence of maintaining an open and ready mind. It's about being a lifelong learner, constantly enriching your knowledge with a myriad of opinions and experiences. An open mind doesn't mean abandoning your values or principles. Rather, it's about being willing to objectively evaluate and refine them, opening doors to growth and evolution. When you adopt an open mind, you become a listener first, a judge last. This approach fosters an environment ripe for learning and collaboration, as you're more inclined to consider and understand varying perspectives. In our ever-changing world, the ability to adapt and learn swiftly is not just beneficial, it's essential. Those who cling to rigid ideas and refuse to entertain new possibilities often find themselves struggling to keep up. Curiosity is the lifeblood of an open mind. Challenge yourself with questions like why and how, pushing you to explore and delve into intriguing topics. This relentless pursuit of knowledge propels you to seek answers and broaden your understanding. Picture yourself on a soulful journey, striving to become more understanding and respectful towards others. This journey is marked by daily practices of empathy, not just in words, but in actions. Consider a scenario where you're part of a project team, and there's a colleague, Michael, who seems to be struggling. Instead of jumping to criticism, you choose the path of empathy. You engage with Michael, seeking to understand his perspective and challenges. Through this, you not only gain insight into his struggles, but also foster a sense of sincerity and support. By offering to work together on solutions, you not only improve your relationship with Michael, but also embody empathy and sincerity. To further expand your horizons, immerse yourself in diverse cultures, mindsets, and experiences. Participate in social events, engage in discussions with people of different opinions and values, and learn from them. This not only boosts your confidence but also enhances your ability to navigate various life situations. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. This encapsulates the essence of an open mind. By always keeping the door to learning and exploration ajar, you enrich your intellect and outsmart others, not through arrogance, but through a profound understanding and appreciation of the world around you. Number 6. Cultivating concentration. In our journey to outsmart the world, a crucial key lies in cultivating concentration. Imagine this. In our fast-paced, distraction-filled world, the power to focus on a single task or thought is like a rare gem, yet it's immensely powerful. Concentration is your passport to deep learning and understanding, allowing you to dive into the depths of any subject, project, or problem and emerge with innovative solutions and a robust grasp of complex ideas. Think of a mind without concentration as a puzzle with scattered pieces. It's tough to see the complete picture. To master this art of concentration, consider these strategies. Firstly, embrace mindfulness meditation. It's like training for your mind, helping you stay present and focused. As you observe your thoughts without judgment and gently bring your attention back to your breath or a focal point, your concentration muscles grow stronger. Secondly, clarity in your goals is crucial. Know what you aim to achieve in any task or project. This clarity acts like a beacon, keeping you focused and steering clear of distractions. Thirdly, cut out distractions. Identify common distractions in your environment and take steps to minimize them. This might mean turning off notifications, creating a workspace free from interruptions, or setting dedicated times for focused work. Fourthly, champion the art of single tasking. Despite popular belief, multitasking can scatter your concentration. Focus on one task at a time, and you'll find your productivity soaring. Fifthly, delve into deep work. This concept, popularized by Cal Newport, is about dedicating uninterrupted time to tasks demanding deep concentration and cognitive effort. Sixthly, don't forget to take breaks. Yes, concentration is key, but your mind also needs rest. Short breaks rejuvenate your mental energy and prevent burnout. Seventhly, engage in regular physical exercise. It's not just good for your body but also sharpens your mind, enhancing focus and cognitive function. Eighthly, Mindful eating and adequate sleep are pillars of good concentration. A balanced diet and restful sleep contribute significantly to mental clarity. Ninthly, practice patience. Building concentration is a journey, not a sprint. Accept that distractions will happen, and with time and practice, your concentration will only get better. Lastly, stay curious. When you're genuinely interested in what you're doing, your brain engages more deeply, boosting your concentration. In conclusion, honing your concentration is like sharpening a sword that cuts through the chaos of life, bringing clarity, deeper understanding, and enhanced problem-solving skills. It's a discipline that demands practice, but the rewards, heightened productivity, and the ability to tackle life's challenges head-on, are immeasurable. By refining your focus, you're not just outsmarting others, you're also paving your way to personal growth and success. Now let's draw inspiration from a story of a Stoic philosopher, Seneca. He once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Seneca's life was a testament to the power of concentration and focus. Despite the turmoil and distractions of his time, he remained steadfast in his studies and teachings, illustrating that true mastery of the mind comes from the ability to live in the present and concentrate on what truly matters. His teachings remind us that by cultivating concentration, we not only become smarter and more effective, but also find a path to true contentment and peace. So, as you embark on this journey of concentration, remember Seneca's wisdom and let it guide you towards a life of focus, clarity, and serene intelligence. Number 7. Practice patience. In the realm of Stoicism, patience is not just a virtue but a cornerstone of wisdom and intelligence. In today's fast-paced world, where immediacy is often prized above all, the art of patience emerges as a subtly powerful trait. It's about mastering the calm wait in the face of life's trials, delays, or unexpected turns. Patience is the quiet strength that allows you to resist the impulse to rush or succumb to frustration when immediate gratification eludes you. This facet of intelligence is pivotal across various life domains. Consider the journey of acquiring new knowledge or skills. It's a path marked by gradual progress and patient perseverance. Instant results are rare in the learning process. Patience here acts as a guiding light, allowing you to embrace the journey towards mastery with understanding and grace. When it comes to solving complex problems, patience is your ally. Impatience can lead to rushed judgments and errors, but patience affords you the clarity to weigh all options and make informed decisions. In the tapestry of human relationships, patience is the thread that strengthens bonds. It fosters empathetic listening, deep understanding, and the ability to resolve conflicts without impulsive reactions. Many of life's most rewarding goals require a sustained effort over time. Patience is the fuel for maintaining focus and motivation, preventing burnout, and ensuring perseverance. Life, with its unpredictability, often throws challenges our way. Patience is the key to maintaining composure in adversity, adapting to change, and overcoming obstacles with resilience. In the pursuit of personal growth, patience is indispensable. It involves recognizing that change is often incremental and setting realistic expectations. Patience is not about passivity or resignation. It's about persistence and determination, coupled with the wisdom to know that some things are beyond immediate control. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." By cultivating patience, you embrace life's ebb and flow with a composed and serene mind, leading to more thoughtful decision-making. This, in turn, makes you smarter and wiser than those who are swayed by the tempest of impatience. Number 8. Setting clear goals. This principle is a cornerstone in outsmarting everyone else and achieving success in life. It's about having a laser-focused direction, a sense of purpose that guides your every step. Think of it as having a target in sight. It channels your energy and efforts, preventing them from dissipating in various directions. You become a person driven by purpose, less swayed by distractions or irrelevant tasks. Clear goals are more than just aspirations. They're a yardstick for measuring your journey. By breaking your ultimate goals into smaller, actionable steps, you can track your progress and tweak your strategies as needed. This not only keeps you accountable but also ensures you're always on the right path. Moreover, when you set clear goals, you're essentially prioritizing your life. You can weigh the importance of different tasks, allocating your time and resources where they matter most. This is crucial for effective time management and avoiding the pitfall of being perpetually busy yet unproductive. There's also a motivational aspect to clear goals. They give you a compelling reason to work hard. Achieving these goals often brings immense satisfaction, reinforcing your drive to keep pushing forward even when obstacles arise. And let's not forget problem solving. When you face challenges, having a defined target helps you analyze situations more effectively and find solutions. It sharpens your ability to navigate through difficulties. Let's imagine you're aiming to be a leader in engineering. You've set specific goals: completing a degree in 4 years, gaining experience in a top company, building a professional network, enhancing your skills through courses, and leading significant projects. These goals aren't just dreams. They're a roadmap for your career. By focusing on each step, you ensure that your efforts are concentrated and meaningful, propelling you forward in your field. In conclusion, setting clear goals is akin to charting a course in the vast ocean of life. It gives you direction, focus, accountability, and motivation. It's a vital step in your journey towards intelligence, growth, and success. Whether it's your career, education, relationships, or personal growth, clarity in your objectives is key. So take the time to define your goals and start the journey towards making them a reality. Now let's draw inspiration from a story of a Stoic philosopher, Seneca. He once said, "Our plans miscarry because they have no aim. When a man does not know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the right wind." Seneca's life, filled with political intrigue and philosophical debate, exemplified the importance of having clear goals. Despite facing exile and navigating the treacherous politics of ancient Rome, he remained focused on his philosophical pursuits and writings, which still guide us today. Remember, in the words of Seneca, without a clear destination, you're at the mercy of life's winds. Define your harbor, set your sails, and embark on the journey to achieving your aspirations. Number 9, ask questions. Embarking on the path of inquiry. The art of asking questions stands as a beacon of intelligence and wisdom, a skill that elevates one's understanding and personal growth to remarkable heights. This practice is not merely about gathering information. It's a transformative journey that nurtures curiosity and cultivates an open, adaptable mindset. By embracing a questioning attitude, you challenge the norm, explore uncharted ideas, and become a lifelong learner, adept at navigating life's twists and turns. Moreover, the act of questioning is a sharpening stone for your critical thinking. It demands a multifaceted analysis of situations, encouraging you to weigh information judiciously and make decisions that are both informed and insightful. This approach is your shield against the pitfalls of cognitive biases and hasty judgments. In the realm of personal and professional relationships, the power of questions cannot be overstated. It's a bridge that connects you to others, showing a genuine interest in their perspectives and experiences. This not only enriches your interactions, but also lays the groundwork for effective communication and collaborative problem-solving. When faced with obstacles, framing the right questions can dissect complexities into manageable segments, sparking creativity and leading to innovative solutions. Rather than being daunted by challenges, you transform into an active seeker of solutions. Consistently engaging in this practice of inquiry propels you on a trajectory of ceaseless learning and self-improvement. It fortifies your sense of direction and self-awareness, empowering you to make choices that are aligned with a life of purpose and meaning. So, whenever you encounter the unknown or face a hurdle, embrace the power of inquiry. Remember, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Let your journey towards deeper understanding and wisdom commence with a simple yet profound question. What new knowledge or insight do I seek today? Picture yourself in the midst of a pivotal project at work, confronted with a daunting challenge. The project is progressing, yet you grapple with managing time and resources efficiently. Instead of succumbing to worry or isolation, you choose the path of inquiry. 1. How can I refine my schedule to guarantee timely project completion? 2. What strategies can be employed to distribute the workload more effectively among team members, thereby enhancing overall performance? 3. Should I consult with colleagues for their insights on navigating the situation? By posing these questions, you not only exhibit a willingness to seek solutions, but also open doors to diverse viewpoints and potential strategies. This approach can lead to fresh ideas, alternative methods, and ultimately a more effective resolution of the issue at hand. Number 10. Share what you learn. In the realm of Stoicism, the act of sharing what you've learned isn't just a gesture of generosity. It's a profound strategy to amplify your wisdom and contribute to the collective intellect of our society. Picture this. Every piece of knowledge you acquire and pass on creates a cascade of enlightenment, inspiring others to embark on their own journey of discovery. When you share your insights, you're not just recounting facts, you're reinforcing your own grasp on the subject. It's akin to the ancient wisdom that says to teach is to learn twice. This isn't merely about personal growth, it's about sparking a chain reaction of learning and inspiration. Imagine you're explaining a complex concept to someone. This act demands that you arrange your thoughts and articulate them clearly, thereby deepening your understanding and aiding your memory. Moreover, sharing your knowledge invites enriching dialogues and idea exchanges. Engaging in such conversations often brings forth valuable feedback and diverse viewpoints, broadening your horizon and potentially leading to ground-breaking insights. But the benefits of sharing knowledge extend beyond intellectual enrichment. It's also about the social impact. By guiding others in their learning journey, you're making a positive imprint on their lives. You could be the catalyst for someone to pursue a passion or surmount a hurdle. This act of giving not only enriches others but also brings immense satisfaction and fuels your own desire to continue learning. Furthermore, sharing your expertise can position you as a thought leader in your field, unlocking doors to new opportunities like speaking engagements, authoring articles or books, or perhaps teaching. In our digitally connected era, avenues like blogs, social media, podcasts, and public speaking events offer platforms to reach and influence a diverse audience. It's crucial to remember, though, that sharing knowledge isn't about boasting or seeking approval. It's about a sincere desire to aid others in their growth. Whether it's elucidating a complex idea, imparting life lessons, or offering practical advice, your eagerness to share your learning can be a potent force for good. In the words of Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, "While we teach, we learn." This encapsulates the essence of sharing knowledge. It's a dual path where teaching others not only enlightens them, but also enhances your own understanding. So, as you journey through the world of Stoicism and beyond, remember that sharing what you learn is not just an act of teaching. It's a powerful tool for personal and communal growth, a beacon that lights the way for both the teacher and the learner. Billionaire Jeff Bezos. Intelligent people make decisions that are completely different from the majority. We often perceive powerful leaders as decisive, always acting without hesitation. We admire and praise them. Some studies have even reiterated this idea. In part of his research, Jim Collins, a lecturer and author of the famous book Good to Great, Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't, found that a common quality among great leaders is speed and decisiveness. A similar concept is the first mover advantage. This is a form of competitive advantage that a company gains by being the first to enter a specific market or industry. Being first allows a company's brand to be widely recognized and to gain customer loyalty. Logically making decisions and acting quickly allows you to take advantage of opportunities before your competitors. However, Jeff Bezos sees things a little differently. Consistency in thought is not necessarily a positive trait. In a 2012 blog post, Jason Fried, founder and CEO of Basecamp, recalled when the world's richest billionaire Jeff Bezos stopped by the company's headquarters to talk about product strategy, work, and life in general. In his responses, the founder of Amazon shared an insightful perspective on those who make correct decisions repeatedly. Jeff said that people he observed making the right decisions often change their minds. He doesn't think consistency in thought is a positive trait. Since you today are not the same as you yesterday, it's completely normal for an idea of tomorrow to contradict today's, the Amazon boss shared. Fried continued. Jeff Bezos also observed that the smartest people often update their understanding and reconsider problems they had previously solved. They are opening themselves to new perspectives, new information, new ideas, contradictions, and challenges in their own way of thinking. In summary, smart people, or those who make correct decisions repeatedly, change their minds a lot. Torres is definitive. When asked about the characteristics of people who repeatedly make the same mistakes, Bezos believed they tend to be obsessed with minor details. They can't step back to look at the bigger picture from different angles. It's important to note that Bezos doesn't imply that smart people are not confident about their decisions. The billionaire simply says they are comfortable with being wrong, which then allows them to analyze new data, be open to new opinions, and reconsider long-standing positions. As psychologist Mel Schwartz writes, one of the most common and a damning themes in our culture is the need to be right. It's so ingrained in our subconscious and collective psyche that we don't even stop to consider it. Not just Bezos. At the D10 conference in 2012, Tim Cook shared some lessons he learned from his mentor, Steve Jobs. What impressed the Apple CEO most was Jobs' ability to change his mind quickly and frequently. Steve would flip something so fast that you would forget that just yesterday, he was at 180 degrees the opposite. I saw that every day. It's a gift, because things change and it takes courage to change. And so it takes courage to say I was wrong. I think he had that, Cook shared. Al Pitampalli, author of Persuadable: How Great Leaders Change Their Minds to Change the World, is a consultant who has worked with leaders at NASA, Boeing, and IBM. In an interview with Canada Business, he argued that the smartest people don't wait for negative feedback to come to them. Instead, they say, if I need to change my mind, I'd rather do it sooner than later. So the next time you make a decision, remember it's okay to be a bit uncertain. The goal is to be right. You can still have bold stances and strong opinions, but know that they might be temporary. That's the best way to ensure as often as possible that you are indeed right. As we conclude our exploration of the 10 Stoic keys that make you outsmart everybody else, I hope you found these insights both enlightening and empowering. Remember, the journey of Stoicism is not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about applying these principles in our daily lives, transforming our challenges into opportunities for growth and wisdom. If you've enjoyed this journey and found value in our discussion, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life channel. Your support helps us continue to delve into the profound wisdom of Stoicism and bring its timeless teachings to our modern world. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos, where we'll continue to explore the depths of Stoic philosophy and its practical applications in our daily lives. Together, let's keep the flame of Stoic wisdom burning bright, illuminating our paths and guiding us towards a life of resilience, serenity, and profound understanding. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and until next time, remember. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Let's strive to live wisely, justly, and with unwavering fortitude. Stay stoic, and see you in the next video.